players and coaches will need between the start of the day and switching off the floodlights at the end of the day. First thing they do is organise each player's kit, make it easily accessible in order to avoid any dramas on match day. Once everything's in the right place, it's into the dressing room, lay everything out, put players' nameplates on the right locker, all the things you don't even think about on a match day. Once the players arrive, if anything needs doing, they call the kitman. In the meantime, it's on the kitman to help set up for the warm-up. The coaches don't always have time to lay out all the cones and put the balls in those weird triangle piles you see. As the warm-up is underway, the kitman then becomes a glorified ball boy, chasing stray shots and passes, making sure they aren't lost in the crowds. They eventually do the tidying up too, getting everything off the pitch before kick-off and assist the ground staff with any last-minute things they may need. After that, it's last call for the players. Then, at kick-off, they can breathe a sigh of relief for a few minutes, sit back and watch the game, enjoy the fruits of their labour. At half-time, check everyone's okay and everything's as it should be, and then wait for full-time. Once the final whistle's gone, it's time to pack everything down, get the stuff that needs to be washed in the laundry, pack up the van, back to the training ground, and ready to do it again next week. Of course, each club differs, and different staff members will have different responsibilities, but we pay tribute to all of those who do it, whether it's the glitz and glamour of the Premier League or a cold Tuesday night in Stoke.
Hello, good afternoon. Happy Friday. Welcome to Drama Talk Sport. It's me, Andy Goldstein. And would you believe it? Darren Bent's here today.
It's Darren here, by the way. Darren Bent.
That's exactly what I just said.
Easy.
You all right, sunshine?
Not bad, you?
The grey, the whole grey tracksuit on. That tells me it's Friday.
Tracksuit Friday, innit?
Tracksuit Friday's good, yeah. But, Jingo, we've got a show for you today. We're asking whether Morgan Rogers is really the next £100 million man in the Premier League. We'll also hear from Roberto De Zerbi in his first pre-match press conference as Tottenham prepare to take on Sunderland as the Premier League returns. Can't wait for that. Alex Crook also returns for a bit of Ready, Steady Crook to look ahead to the rest of the weekend's Premier League fixtures. And we'll be asking whether Bernardo Silva is an all-time Premier League great as he begins his Man City farewell tour. All that, plus Benty brings us his EFL corner, and we'll look ahead to West Ham against Wolves. Oh, what a game that could be. That's tonight, by the way, live on talkSPORT as well. This is Drive. This is talkSPORT, and this is your chance to get involved. 03717 223344.
We'll have a bit of that.
Yeah, we will have a bit of that. Happy Friday, everyone. Feels like a Friday. I was up very early, actually.
Oh.
No, sadly not, actually. I think my body could handle 3 days on the trot.
Ain't that taxing, is it?
Oh, yeah, that swing. Wow, your body's twisting. And then you got to walk about 7 miles.
The body's twisting.
Yeah, that's what it's doing, mate. You got to drive like I have, 450, 500 yards.
I can't drive you, I told you that.
You can't, mate.
We haven't had that competition.
You can't.
There was a perfect time.
You said, no, you said you'll drive 350.
And I did that. I showed everyone in the room.
You didn't do that.
No, I did 300. 301.
You didn't.
I showed Rye, 301.
You've not driven 301 yards. Where did you do that?
When we was at, whose golf day was it? Was it Madison's?
Yeah. And how did you measure that?
Because there's an app that you download the app, which I did beforehand.
It's absolute.
And it shows you exactly.
Let me tell you now. This is a fact. You can't argue with it. You have not driven 301 yards.
It's not a fact, I did it.
You haven't, DB. Swear on your kid's life.
Well, I can't remember what it was.
There you go.
I can't remember exactly, but it was over 300.
I've got to do all that just to get to the end of that. But no, I took Dr. Scooter Frank out for a little early morning walk. The sun was just coming out. It was a little bit cold, but you know that fresh cold.
Sorry. How far can you drive?
Well, it depends what car I got.
No,
at best, about 255.
I'm out driving that.
You're not, mate.
Sure. Let me find. I know for a fact it's further than that.
I'll tell you what I do. I'd happily have £1,000 bet for charity with you.
Right,
you have 10 goes, and you don't drive over 300 yards.
Go on, then.
Okay.
Bang. On here.
All right.
Got it.
You just can't bet.
I'm going to find that out because it was over 250. I know that for a fact.
I just said 300. The bet was 300 just now.
No. You bet me that. I'm just bet.
We just had the bet live. I said you can't outdrive 300 yards. And
I thought you said outdrive you.
You couldn't outdrive me.
Okay, no, let's scrap that bit.
Oh, no.
I'll outdrive you.
We just shook hands.
No, I'll outdrive you. That's unshake.
No, that's not how bets work. You unshake.
I can outdrive you.
You can't, mate.
I'll take that bit then.
I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll take that. I'll happily take the bet.
Yeah.
We'll find a golf simulator near to talkSPORT.
No, I don't need to. I need authentic weather. I need to be outdoors.
Where are we going to do that? You live up there. I live down there.
I'm going to come to West Essex and do it on your own patch.
Okay.
Bang. See ya.
All right. We do that.
He'd be so nuts.
Honestly, you don't understand the concept as the for you how difficult it would be to hit the ball with the driver.
I used to go to the driver. I don't play golf, but as like me and Ambrose for Ipswich quite a lot. Then I was at Charlton, who lived near a driving range. I'd go just for fun, just smash balls. And even when I went with Ryan at Madison's golf, I could hit it.
You ain't driving 300 yards.
No.
Oh, you're not out driving me.
That I know I can do.
You can't, mate.
You'll see.
Well, we got Madison. Hold on, we got Madison's golf day in May.
Aren't you?
Yeah, I'm playing it.
Yeah, it's always a bit of a.
No, but I'll finish at like 2:30.
Yeah.
And then we'll go on the first, you and me, and we'll have it.
No, not first. I just want driving range.
I don't know if they've got a driving range.
I was on it. Keep telling you me and Ryan.
All right, fine. All right, we'll do that then.
All right.
We'll do it on the driving range, even better, even easier.
Let's go.
All right, fine. We'll do that.
Let's go, brother.
Okay. What are we betting on it? We've got to go Nikes.
Okay, yeah. No, you said thousands, right?
For charity if you want, but I'd rather gain money than give money away.
I would say a pair of trainers, a nice pair of trainers.
All right, a £500 worth of trainer.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, we'll have it.
Oh. Bang.
That's easy money. You got no chance.
I need
you got absolutely no chance, Steve.
What a driver.
There, you got no chance. We've got. Don't do it now. Don't find it now.
I know, but in the break I'll find it.
Okay, find it in the break. Yeah, fine. That doesn't even exist on your phone. By the way, careful with your phone now. We'll be looking into a busy weekend of football. Your team, Arsenal, they're up against Bournemouth. That's live on talkSPORT tomorrow lunchtime.
Yeah, big game.
Big game.
I prefer, do you know what, I'm not going to lie to you, I prefer when Arsenal not on TV. And it's just...
Why?
3 p.m. kickoff. I don't know.
What, you personally, or you think it makes a difference to the...
pressure. Yeah, just put 3 o'clock kickoff.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that's a big one. You played before City. I personally think you get all 3 points there.
Yeah.
Although I think they're 11 games unbeaten in the Prem, Bournemouth. They're going through a good old run.
Yeah, but if we beat them... Yeah, but Sporting, you told me about Sporting.
I know.
If we beat Bournemouth 12 points, you never know. Little point at Stamford Bridge for Chelsea.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You need to start dropping now.
Yeah.
You need to start dropping points there. We'll also talk about Tyson Fury returns tomorrow. Now, I'll be honest, I don't care about that fight. I'm sort of done with Tyson Fury. But I think the other cards on the undercard, our mate Richie Riakpor's fine. And I'm quite interested to see Conor Benn. He needs to have not just a win, he needs to do it in style tomorrow. So there's some good fights on.
To leave Aston Villa this summer, even if Unai Emery's side qualify for the Champions League, talkSPORT understands.
It'll be a big blow for the Villa fans because his game has developed so much, but big money talks nowadays, particularly for Villa, as you say, who are always having to balance those books very strategically, very carefully.
Yeah, talkSPORT understands that Morgan Rogers will leave Villa this summer, even if they qualify for the Champions League. He has 10 goals in 7 assists in all comps for Unai Emery's team. Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea and PSG all expected to be interested in the summer, with Villa hoping to get up to £100 million for him. Former Villa captain and current multi-millionaire Gabby Agbonlahor joined Sam Outterface and Alex Crook earlier, and he was asked why Villa would sell their star man.
Financial fair play rules. I'll tell you something now, 100%. These owners want to win it all.
Yeah.
They've said that. The manager says he wants to dream. That's what I'm saying. He'll be so frustrated if he has to sell Rodgers because of financial fair play. If these rules were fair and you didn't have to sell a player to sort out the debt that you might have, then there's no way they would sell Rodgers. Why would you?
There's quite a few players, I think, that will be moving clubs in the summer. Harry Wilson being one, Elliot Anderson being another.
He's on a free, isn't he?
Yeah, but moving club.
Yeah.
Morgan Rogers, of course, we're talking about now. Where do you think Morgan Rogers is on the list of movers and shakers? Is he going to be the number one draft, if you like?
No, I think Elliot Anderson's going to be that number one. Just because it feels like so many teams need that particular type of position.
I agree with you, by the way.
But he'd be high up on people's lists, like massively, because he's been for Aston Villa brilliant this season. Unai Emery loves him, plays him all the time. Maybe the second half, not even so much second half of the season, maybe this last little period, maybe hasn't been at his fleeting best, because at one point he was, I think when he scored the 2 goals against you lot, there was that period and I was like, oh my goodness, and that was, when was that? We have to say exactly when that was. That was back in December when he's got the 2 against United and 2 absolute worldies as well. That period there, he was unstoppable. But he's still a top player. Yeah, someone's probably going to have to pay 100 million for him. And I feel for clubs like Newcastle, Villa, that they want to keep hold of their best players and then build on top of that by adding other good players. But it's like Newcastle get to a point, Isak goes. They lose Isak. It looks like now Villa just getting, now Morgan Rogers might go. It's just, they're almost having to balance. But I think for Villa, I don't think there's any guarantees that he goes. I know he's obviously going to get a lot of money in for him, 100 million, whatever people are going to pay. But I think Villa will look at other little pieces first. So if they can get rid of like 3 players that equate to like 100 million, then I think they'll do it that way. Rather than going, right, he's our best player, just sell him straight away. Because as you look at Villa's squad, there's quite a few players there you'd probably go...
But wouldn't it be better to lose 1 biggie than 3...
Really? I mean...
I don't know, I'm asking you.
I mean, I think he's only on loan there, isn't he? Jadon Sancho's only on loan at Villa, right?
Yeah.
But like Leon Bailey.
Yeah.
You could probably sell him for about 30 mil.
Yeah, but you need another 70 to get the 100 million pounds.
You'd be able to find players. There's players there, but I think they've got so many players, that little pieces where you can go...
It's very rare that a club gets... I mean, we've seen it at my club. Like, every summer, it's like 8 Man United players are going to leave. It's very rare you can get 3 or 4 to move.
Yeah.
All agree their deals, and then you take that money rather than sell your big name. Is he worth 100 million pounds, Rogers?
I mean, in today's market and climate, he probably is. Because that seems to be the going rate. If anyone has a good season or a couple of seasons, bang, 100 million or 80 million plus. But... I mean, his talent is undeniable, without question. I mean, every single time he's been asked to play for England in a more natural position, not on the right-hand side, where he plays either 10 or on the left.
Yeah.
He's been brilliant. So I think he'd be, whoever signs him, it's just where will you fit him in? Now, who's going to buy him?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Out of the clubs I've mentioned that are English, PSG being the foreign one, Chelsea, Manchester United and Arsenal, let's start with you. Now, producer Joe thinks you're going to move Odegaard on in the summer. I'd be stunned if you do that.
I would be stunned, but potentially there's an argument that might happen. I mean, we've probably not seen Odegaard play well in terms of his the levels that Martin Odegaard hit a couple of years ago were, honestly, I remember thinking, and that's what me and you said, those serious discussions
about
him and Bruno. It was 2022-23, so it was a while ago, when he hit the 15 goals, 7 assists. And I remember thinking, then the following season after that, it was 11 goals.
He had injuries, though, D.
Yeah, but then the season after that, it was 11 goals and 11 assists. And then from then, I mean, last season, he made 45 appearances.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's enough, isn't it?
This season, he's made 29 appearances. He's got 1 goal.
Yeah, that's not enough.
That's not enough. So
no. You got Eze, though?
Yeah, but I think you need more than that. But then what you've got is Max Dowman, who can play right and central. So,
yeah. And also, can you afford to spend another £100 million on him?
Yeah, Arsenal will be able to do that.
You can?
Back in the Champions League. Potentially could win the league again this year.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Obviously, the PSR, because they're obviously global club.
Yeah. So, okay, what about Chelsea? They've got Palmer and Enzo. I mean, you can play Palmer out wide. Does he fit into the Chelsea team?
I mean, you could fit him into the Chelsea team, quite easily, but Palmer doesn't want to play on the right.
No.
He wants to play 10.
Who's better?
Out of the two?
Out of Palmer and Morgan Rogers.
Do you know what? When you look at the peak of their powers, I mean, Palmer at the peak when he first got to Chelsea, that season there is one from the gods. That in terms of consistency, though, you'd probably say Rogers for a little while now.
I can see you saying that.
Yeah, consistency.
Consistency is the key word.
He's been at it.
Yeah.
Whereas with Cole Palmer, we're almost waiting for when's that Palmer going to come back. We know he's quality, but he could play at Chelsea. But it's just I can't see. He's not going to want to play 8. He wants to play 10, and Palmer's better central, not right. So
yeah.
I mean, if you want to just vacuum players, Chelsea could get him.
Yeah, and Manchester United being the other one. Obviously, Bruno's there.
Yeah, Bruno could be an 8. Now he can play 8, Bruno, and him as a 10.
Yeah, but he's not as effective. We've seen him move position under Ruben Amorim, and he's nowhere near as effective.
No, Ruben Amorim having played like a 6.
A 6 to 8. I know that, but I'm just saying what that underlined when Carrick put him back in the 10 is just how important he is to the team.
I still think he could be just as important. If you get a really good, like I know you love Cobby and I like him. I'm not quite sure how mobile enough he is, but say you've got Elliot Anderson.
No, he's top of my shopping list this year.
Elliot Anderson and Bruno, and then you allow Morgan Rogers to, or even if Morgan Rogers and Bruno kind of double pivot.
Yeah.
I mean, that Bruno and Morgan Rogers as 10s.
Yeah. That will be amazing. I don't know.
Everyone's got to spare 200 million. You guys should have that.
We should have that money, yeah. We should probably have got to look down Jim Ratcliffe's couch.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll take your calls. I'm a big fan of Morgan Rogers. I'm sure you are as well. Is he worth £100 million? Who needs him the most? Do you want him? That's how we're going to start. We've got lots to talk about. It's such a busy weekend of Premier League football and, of course, golf and, of course, boxing. It's a brilliant weekend if you love your sport, and we know you do. So we'll start with Morgan Rogers, £100 million. Value for money, 03717 22 3344. Dial that. You'll be next live on Drive on a Friday on talkSPORT.
Let's go to Jay. He's an Arsenal fan. All right, Jay?
All right, Jay.
How you doing, lads?
All right, matey.
I'm all right, Jay. You happy?
Yeah. No, I'm not, mate. No, not really.
What do you mean?
That was absolutely diabolical. Where was Martinelli tonight? Where was he?
What do you mean? You just got one of the best assists of the season.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, Sporting Lisbon. Yeah, we're flying, aren't we, lads? Do you know what happened? Me and me boy. Listen, me and me boy.
Final of the Champions League. 1-0.
Me and me boy. I mean, mate that I work with, he's a Tottenham fan, right? So we've got a Tottenham fan in between us. We got the 68 minutes. We were all yawning.
No, it's a tough one.
Literally yawning. So listen, we flicked over to the Real Madrid game with Bayern Munich. Oh my days!
Hold on. You turned over.
Too right, mate. Why not do that,
you
Jamie?
turned over at Champions League quarter-final watching your team. You turned over and watched Real Madrid.
What do you want me to do? Go to bed at like 9:20, mate? Like,
that's an absolute disgrace. Jay, you're a disgrace.
Jay,
I'm
that
sorry.
is poor, mate.
That's
really?
shocking.
Why
you're not watching
that?
your own team.
Listen, I wanted to watch football tonight, so I had
You're
to
an
go
Arsenal
over to
fan.
Real Madrid and Bayern Munich to actually see a bit of football, lads. And what is all this all about? It's all about Arteta, isn't it? We're all crumbling. You know, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, we've gone. And then tonight was the night that we went out to Lisbon, right, and we put a foot down and we showed that we want to win the Champions League. We're up, mate, nothing tonight. Absolutely, 68 minutes.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. I'm taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion?
That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Driver talkSPORT, me Andy Goldstein Bent is alongside me as always. Still to come, Benty's going to be looking ahead to another big old weekend in his EFL corner. Just quickly, Arnie Slot has insisted that he still feels the, and I quote, complete support of Liverpool's board and fans. I don't know how a manager can say that. We all know he hasn't got the complete support of all Liverpool fans. Like everyone knows that.
Yeah, of course.
He should know that.
Yeah, he will know because he listens to the noise.
Well, why would you say that then? We'll go to the phone lines in a moment, but of course you know I love the golf and you know I love the Masters, as do you. It's day 2 there in Augusta. Gabby Partington is watching for talkSPORT. Gabby, I know that Rory's not started yet, but still a lot have. I'm very excited about day 2. What's happening?
Well, before we get into that, I was just saying, Benty, what, a 350-yard drive?
No, I got it wrong. I said I meant to say I'd outdrive Andy.
Right. I was about to say you need to get the green jacket on.
Gabby, you know you golf, right?
I do,
Now, I play 2 times a week, sometimes when it's a bad week once.
Yeah.
And I'm driving 255, sometimes 260, but more 250.
It's pretty good.
Right, okay. Benty thinks he can pick up a golf club and a driver and outdrive me. What do you make of that?
Well, how long have you been playing for, Benty?
Oh, Benty.
I've been to I'm not exaggerating, but I've been to a driving range probably about 150 times.
Hold on. When was the last time you drove a golf?
6 months ago.
For once?
No, not just
now,
one.
when was the last time you hit a driver 10 times?
About 6 months ago.
Okay, there you
Just
go.
a natural talent, right?
There you go.
Where's your
go.
Pardon?
Where's your money?
I think I'm going to have to go with you. I've seen you play at Madison Invitational. I remember.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yes, of course you were there. Yeah. Are you going again in a couple of weeks?
I am indeed.
Oh, mega,
I'm
okay.
not playing though, which is a bit gutted about. But
why are you playing?
I just got to be on the mic.
Okay, fine. It's not a bad one. At least you won't get embarrassed. Yeah. Right, come on. Where are we at with the Masters? What's happening? Very excited.
Round 2, well underway. We've actually got 11 players who are under par for their round so far today. And that includes Englishman Tyrrell Hatton, who's actually made quite a quick start. He's picked up a couple of early birdies to move to level par for the championship. And what about the world number 1, Scotty Scheffler? He's ticking along nicely. 3 straight pars to open up his round. He's currently 3 off the lead alongside Wyndham Clark. But guys, as always on a Friday, the focus will obviously later turn to those battling to make the cut. We've got players like Bryson DeChambeau, Bobby McIntyre's out there now, and John Rahm. Plenty of work for them to do. That said, Rahm's had a solid start with birdies on 2 and 5, but still 4 over for the tournament. Very early into round 2, we've got plenty more of the field yet to tee off, and I'm sure plenty more drama will unfold. Just quickly, one group to keep an eye on. We've got Tommy Fleetwood, Patrick Reed and Akshay Bhatia. They head out at just past 6 p.m. UK time. And then about half an hour later, all eyes, of course, turn to the joint leader in Rory McIlroy, who gets his second round underway, looking to take control once again.
The Masters on talkSPORT with Arnold Clark. Buy a used car and get a free 2-year service plan.
Good work as always. Thank you for that, Gabby. Right, let's go to the phone lines. We're taking your calls on all things Morgan Rogers. How much is he worth? Most people are saying £100 million. Chris maybe has the answer. He's a Villa fan. Hello, Chris. Good afternoon.
How are you, boys? Great show as always.
Thanks, man. How are you today? You all right? You well?
Yeah, good. Thank you. On the way to London to see our son. Well, listening to that, I've been a Villa fan 50 years. I've been away around Europe with them. I followed them home and away.
Yeah.
Fantastic players come and go, as you know. Rodgers, right up until December last year, I thought, great player, we really like him. But do you know what? When McGinn disappeared out of the team, Tielemans and Kamara, he should have stepped up to the plate, but he didn't. And I think most Villa fans will agree with me, he's got lazy, and he looked really lazy last night. Right. If we get £100 million, I think we're laughing.
I mean, do you know what it is? I think you're not buying potential, but I think because you've seen what he can do, and I made the point, I think it was Man United, that period there where he scored 2, he was absolutely unstoppable, playing for England, playing really well. But I think at the start of the season, one of my mates he's a season ticket holder at Villa, and he said about him and Watkins, and he said it felt like neither of them were trying to leg, whereas Watkins trying to get himself back into form. Has Rodgers not been better of recent?
Sorry?
Has Rodgers not been better recently?
No, he's, like I say, since January, when McGinn and Tielemans and Kamara disappeared out of the team, he just seemed to lose it. It's like he'd lost his supply. But he could have stepped up to the plate, but he didn't. And he just seems to have lost that little bit of pace or interest, probably more interest than pace, because he should be at his peak. It's a bit worrying.
Chris, before I let you go, give me your top 3 players at Villa.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Tielemans definitely there, John McGinn. And Matty Cash.
No Konza?
No, he's had his issues, but I think Cash wears his heart on his sleeve, and he really, really wants to do well for the team. Okay. You can see it. He loves the team.
Chris, thanks for sure. I like Matt Cash, but 100% Konza above him.
Oh my God, I don't think Cash in the top 7.
Oh, I wouldn't like to say that.
Goalkeeper.
No, I'm just saying I wouldn't like to say that.
I say goalkeeper 1.
Are you putting them in order or just making it 7 up?
Martinez.
Yeah.
Konza. Right.
Tielemans you putting in it?
Tielemans, Kamara and McGinn.
You putting Watkins in there?
Watkins, Rodgers.
7. There you go. It's a good point. Tom's a Man United fan. Hi, Tom.
Hi, boys. You okay?
We're great, man. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you, sir. Very well indeed.
Good.
But, I just wanted to phone in and say I think it'd be a cracking signing for United, to be fair. As you saw last summer, obviously we bought from the Premier League and we've done a lot better, and I don't want that to change this summer.
I think for Man United as well. I think recruitment for Man United is going to be key.
Can I ask one question? Yeah. Would you, if United could only buy one big name player, would you rather take Anderson or Rodgers?
I'll be taking Anderson all day. We need the middle part locked down, but we are Man United and we do what we want, so why not have both?
Okay.
Honestly,
You can't keep saying these.
You know what I mean?
I don't really see the point of that. When you've got a player like Morgan Rogers, and you've got a World Cup just around the corner, and obviously his eyes are going to be lit up by people like us and media outlets talking about him. Do you expect? We heard from that Aston Villa fan before the last one saying he's gone off the boil a little bit. Is that natural when you know that this is probably your last season at this club. You're going to go on to what you think are bigger and better things. Is it difficult to maintain a high level of form?
We've seen over the years so many performances where people are leaving maybe, and they go one of two ways. They either kind of down tools and go, oh, I've had enough of this, and then sometimes they maybe don't get the move they deserve. But the one person I could always remember, I remember it like it was yesterday, was Hazard wanting to go to Real Madrid, and he had to stay at Chelsea for a year. He was I think he might have even won the PFA Player of the Year that year. He was unstoppable. And I think that's how the mentality you've got to have.
Ronaldo as well, do you remember?
Ronaldo as well. Fergie said, give us another year. He does that. I think if you do that, then you might bring more people to the... Like, say Morgan Rogers right now has got Man United after him and maybe one other. Imagine he smashes between now and the end of the season and then has a good World Cup. He might have 4 or 5 after him. Yeah. I'm a big fan of his anyway. I know how good he can be.
Still to come, Benty's going to be looking ahead to another big old weekend in his EFL corner, but it's time for the first no Googling of the day. It being 4:30, 1:30, 4, 1:30, 5, 1:30, 6. Good luck if you're trying to get the hat-trick of them. We want to know who holds the record for scoring the most Premier League goals in a single calendar month. That's an unbelievable question. Who's got the record for the most Premier League goals in one calendar month? I'll give you a clue. He scored 10 goals in December in 2013. All right, there's your clue. The answer to that, let me know if you get the hat-trick at 6:30, by the way. The answer to that and more coming up live on Drive and Talk Sport after this.
I mean, I know you want to be diplomatic and you'll maybe tiptoe around it, but would you have gone in for the Tottenham job? Would you have taken it, given what we've seen? We've watched Tottenham and everyone's sort of dancing around it.
You just mentioned something there, and this would be more important to me, and obviously the career I've had, it does pay well. I wouldn't go in there. I wouldn't look in for money. They could offer me a massive amount of money. I'm sure they're capable of it, and I'm sure, well, allegedly, they've offered De Zerbi a massive amount of money.
It would have been about
no, it'd have been about what you're going to gain me as a human being. What would I gain, right? You go in there, you get the job done. 6 games into next season. If you're not in the top 4 and the football's not what they want, rubbish, get them out. So you're not going to gain a lot there, are you? So then, and that's if you get the job done, because it's not easy. And then you don't get the job done, and then somehow it's on my neck that I took Tottenham down. You go, well, that ain't good for me as a human. This is not even about football. I'm going, well, that ain't good, is it?
What do you reckon?
You know what I mean? So I go, and then you get some money, and I go, well, I'm not thirsty for that. I've got some money, so how much do you want?
You know the dynamic of the industry. We all know the 2 biggest commodities in football are talent and gossip, right? Or money and gossip. Money and gossip, right? You must have
sad, isn't it, if it's an equal measure. Money and gossip beats talent.
Money and gossip was what I meant. Money and gossip, right? What do you think is wrong with Tottenham?
Well, I mean, I find that I find it really interesting from the outside. I know Thomas. And if I was a Tottenham fan, and I know a few, I thought the manager was getting a hell of a lot of heat and weight on that. And if I was Tottenham, I'd be looking at some of the players, me personally, I'd be going, hang on a minute. Look at all this money they've spent. And money doesn't guarantee anything, by the way. It's another myth about football. But it gives you a better chance. And you're going, right, so they spend this money. Look at these players. Allegedly, I keep hearing this, and I don't at Forest, all these talented players. Talent is when you deliver. You can be talented if you're not delivering. That ain't talent.
Corinthian Casuals are a team in the Combined Counties League Premier Division South. Despite that, they're one of the most important clubs in world football. Here's why. The club was formed in 1939 as the result of a merger between Corinthians FC and Casuals FC. Now, Corinthians FC were founded in the late 1800s when the FA's top brass were absolutely sick of getting pumped by Scotland every time they played them. As a result, Nicholas Lane Jackson set up an amateur side which would bring in the best players who could all play for the national side. And it worked. It wasn't long before England were dominating the international fixtures they played, and it was largely down to Corinthians. In fact, in 1894 and 1895, they played consecutive games where Corinthians provided the entire England 11. But the thing is, the players refused to play professional football. They didn't believe in it. They wanted to spread the values of sportsmanship, competition, and played for the love of the game. It also helped most of the players were Oxbridge graduates who didn't need the money, but instead of entering league and cup competitions, they played exhibition football and toured the world, bringing the beautiful game with them. Think of it like the Harlem Globetrotters of football, and it was this which spread the game throughout the world and made it so popular. Most famously, in 1910, they travelled to Brazil, and the locals in Sao Paulo were so impressed they started their own team under the same name. Yes, the same Corinthians who won the FIFA Club World Cup in 2021, one of the biggest clubs in Brazil.
I know this version of it. I know the other, but who's this, Ryan Bryan, on the drums today? Blue Man Group. I've not seen them. You seen the Blue Man Group in Vegas? Have you seen them? Do you know why they're called a Blue Man Group?
Why?
Have a guess. Have a guess.
Blue Man Group?
Yeah.
Blue Man Group. No idea.
But just have a wild stab in the dark.
Because they all wear denim.
Yeah.
Shut up, Andy.
Right, before the break, I asked the question who holds the record for scoring the most Premier League goals in a single calendar month. The month was December, and it was 2013. He scored 10. But who was it, Darren?
Right, so 2013?
Yeah.
Who did he play for? Will I give it away?
I'll tell you that, yeah.
Okay, what nationality is he?
Uruguayan.
Oh, it's easy then. Suarez.
Yeah.
I'm sure most of them come against Norwich. Jeez.
I think all 10 did, actually, yeah. By the way, I just thought of a little, just before the break, I said it sort of like nonchalantly, and I thought, oh, actually, so that's the first one today, right? You have to be honest with this, everyone. That's the first one. Next one comes at 5:30, and then the last one at 6:30, okay? If you get all three and you get your hat trick for no Googling, let us know. We'll give you a little name. But you don't cheat.
Yeah, but everyone's going to cheat.
No, I trust our listener. If you've got a chance of the hat trick at 5:30, let us know. We'll read a few. And if you get your hat trick at 6:30, we'll read them out.
Yeah, but come on.
I trust people, D. Otherwise, what's the point of living if there's no trust in the world? All right? Do you trust our listener?
Of course I do.
Right. Well, stop calling them nice.
That's it.
I trust them.
I socialise with the general public. You don't.
If you get the hat trick, we'll give you a little mention. Next one at 5:30. Right, still to come, we'll be asking who's getting relegated from the Premier League this season ahead of West Ham against Wolves. It's live on talkSPORT tonight. Big game, that. But now it's time to take a look at the latest EFL action in partnership with McDonald's.
Benty's EFL Corner on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
I was thinking that. Where'd you put the bottle of water I gave you?
You never give it to me.
You just walked in.
That's fine.
What's the matter with you today? God damn. Yes, Benty's EFL Corner. We take a look at a big old weekend of action in the EFL across the talkSPORT network. Let's start with a big game tonight, 8 p.m, West Brom against Millwall. It's live on talkSPORT 2. Now, Millwall, they can move back into the automatic promotion spots if they avoid defeat. West Brom, well, they have the chance to move 7 points clear the relegation zone with a win tonight. Now, was it 6 games unbeaten for West Brom now? How much credit does James Morrison deserve for what he's done since going in there as interim gaffer? Brilliant job.
Yeah, he's done really well, because at one point they were struggling. I'm thinking, big old team like West Brom about to go down, but he's almost steadied the ship, got a couple of draws in there, 4 draws in his last 6, couple of wins. It's fantastic for him. He's obviously got a clear identity at the football club. He's been there, he was there as a player for a while as well. But it's almost because I don't think West Brom will go down. Even at one point I was a bit like, they might. I don't think they will now. But if you can keep getting points on the board, you're at home. If you can keep getting points on the board, pull yourself away from the relegation, and then perfect. Then it gives them a platform to work from next season. But on the flip side for Millwall, they need points, because at one point I'm thinking to myself, they came to Portman Road and I think they drew. And I remember thinking second half, this Millwall side are decent. Just had a bit of a slight wobble recently. Do you know what I mean? Recently,
to be expected, right? It's such a long season.
Wrong time though.
It is the wrong time. We've talked about that so often.
They've been pretty much. I mean, Alex Neil's been brilliant. What he's done for Millwall, the football they play, the brand of football, big physical, strong team. But they've got a chance. They win tonight. They go 75 points, go back into second place. But they've got to win. They've got. It's getting to the point now, which is why I love Championship football. Draws aren't enough.
Good. Yeah.
Aren't enough.
Who wins that one? 8 p.m. tonight, live on talkSPORT 2. West Brom against Millwall.
They draw 1-1.
Okay. Tomorrow, what a game this is. Producer Joe, you going? You're going to the dark side. You're going to Carrow Road, you're not.
You want to go to that?
Let's move on to Ipswich. They go away to rivals Norwich. It's live on talkSPORT 2 tomorrow lunchtime, 12:30. Now, Norwich have lost just one of their last 6 games in the league. They are 8 points outside the playoffs, so still close enough. Meanwhile, Ipswich, they are second, 2 games in hand on Borough below them, and leaders Coventry. Their boss, Kieran McKenna. Oh, we've got audio of this. We didn't have audio. Hold on, I bet that's the only audio one. That's the only audio piece. Honestly, the favouritism on this show is disgusting. Their boss, Kieran McKenna, he's been speaking. We've got it, by the way. We've managed to find this audio. He's been speaking to the media ahead of this game. He said, we want to win this for our fans, all fans.
Of course, it's a derby game. It's special for the supporters. What's special for the supporters is special for the players, because that connection is so strong. And, we'll be full of determination to make our supporters proud on Saturday. But other than that, it's one more game in a really busy season and a fantastic season full of big challenges, big experiences. And what we've done so far is take those challenges head on, and we've had lots of good outcomes, and we'll look to do the same on Saturday.
Just briefly, Philippe Clement has also said that they want to win it for the fans. In fact, every manager in the history of football will say, let's win it for the fans. Brilliant. Well done, Kieran.
No, but in this particular fixture...
So, honestly, it's your fault, Joe. You make me do this.
No, but in this particular fixture...
I'm winning for the fans.
If it was playing, I don't know, QPR, he wouldn't say it for the fans. But
I'm guessing Norwich want to win it for the fans.
Probably, yeah. But...
Brilliant.
All it says, it's a big game for Ipswich.
12 points off. Let's start with 12 points off top with 2 games in hand. Ipswich. Can they still win the league? Of course they can't win the league. Who wrote that?
No, listen.
Will they go up automatically?
Mathematically, they can, but they won't. But I think they'll get second. If they can win their 2 games in hand, which is lovely, I think that puts them to what?
So biased, which is lovely.
Puts them to 78 points. Nice little gap there, little cushion. What do you mean, I'm not biased, am I?
Which is lovely. You've never said which is lovely. I didn't ask you about West Brom or Millwall's lovely games.
But this is a tough fixture because it's hard games to play in.
So I hope you lose this.
Why?
For the same reason you say lovely, and we've got Kieran McKenna's audio and no one else's.
No, but yeah, it's always a tough game. Sometimes the games are not free flowing. Even planning them was difficult. But if you can go to Carrow Road and win, I mean, I've experienced that. Beautiful.
Score.
Yeah, took shirt off, jumped in the crowd, buzzing.
Did he score the winner?
It was a set. Joe, was it the second one I got? Yeah, it was the second one.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah. They tried to put me off because they tried to play the speakers as I went through on goal.
What?
Yeah, as I was going through.
What were they playing?
I shrugged off the defender.
Yeah.
Ran on with Rob Green. And just as I'm about to go through, some tannoy comes on. Whoever owns the car, whoever's got the registration, V, whatever it was.
Did they really do that?
Yes, I went through, yeah. Scored, bang.
That's brilliant.
Have that shirt off. See
Great housery.
Come on. But yeah, if she'll win this, 3-1.
I haven't asked you that yet.
I'm telling you.
Look how you get G'd up for that one. Norwich have been in good form recently.
Yes,
really, really good form. Although when that came up in the meeting, Joe wasn't having it, but they are. Does this game worry you at all?
Yeah, of course it's a derby. It's always hard. Going to Carrow Road was always a tough place. Obviously, Norwich did us a favour with the Millwall result. But
good win for that, but then, by the way.
Unbelievable win that was. But this will be tight. I'm saying 3-1, being a bit facetious.
All right, I'll say 4-1 Norwich.
I'm going to go 2-1 Ipswich.
All right, I'm going 5-1 Norwich.
Why, though?
Just because... Why did you say 3-1 and then change it?
Because I'm thinking about the game.
I'm going 2-1 Norwich. All right, Joe, if Norwich win this, I'd like audio on this on Monday. All right? Philip Clement, I'd like to hear from. All right? Shall we? Let's touch on third place Middlesbrough. They host Portsmouth tomorrow. It's live on talkSPORT 2. We've got every game, haven't we? Barrow there without winning 5 games. Portsmouth, they're 21st, just a point clear of the relegation zone. I think it's fair to say.
No audio?
No audio on anything else. We haven't been bothered. Nothing to do with that, no. This really is a huge game for both of them, isn't it?
If you're Barrow, it is a huge game for both, as you said there, because you look at the table. Middlesbrough, of course, pushing promotion. Portsmouth 1 point above the relegation zone, even though they've got that game in hand. But for Middlesbrough, I'm just talking about top end, just obviously at the minute, they have had a stink. We're talking about the worst time to have this stinky run. But I said it from when they got beat by Coventry. They've won a couple of games in, but they're still the QPR results are, and to be fair, Birmingham. Since then, getting beat by Charlton, they would have expected to win that. Point at Bristol City, drawing 0-0 with Blackburn, getting beat by Millwall at home, 2-2 with Swansea. It's just momentum at the wrong time. But their only saving grace is that they're still in with the chance.
Yeah.
There's no gap there yet, but they've got to win this. They have to win it. But it'll be tough for them. But
Is Borough's form of late, is it a bit of a worry?
I wouldn't say it's a worry, but there's definitely nerves there. That has
to be, though,
100%. You're pushing, and when you see teams around you winning, it's almost like a double blow.
At this stage,
Yeah.
I agree. And what was the score be there, D? Borough against Portsmouth. talkSPORT 2 live tomorrow at 3.
I think Borough will get back to winning ways 2-0.
Okay. Let's quickly move on to the Hollywood derby between Birmingham and Wrexham. It's live on talkSPORT 2 on Sunday. No audio, as you would imagine. Birmingham have lost their last 3. Wrexham were battered 5-1 at home by Southampton in midweek. Who needs this one more?
I'd say probably Wrexham. I mean, that was but you know what, Southampton, listen, unbelievable team.
Yeah, smash you.
I know, unbelievable team. They should be the Prem, Southampton.
But they're not, and you've got by Championship.
The way they play.
Yeah.
But no, I think Wrexham need this, man, because again, you look at the table, Birmingham 16th, like they're not going to go down, they're not going to go up. They're just kind of that middle ground where it's like, what is there to play for? Wrexham have still got a chance. It's only 2 points, although Southampton got a game in hand. Wrexham need this badly. I'm talking about they need a result, but however it comes, they need to win.
I agree. Score? Live on talkSPORT 2, Sunday, midday, Birmingham v Wrexham.
I'm going to go, because both teams do tend to score. I'm going to go Wrexham. No, I'm going to Wrexham win 3-2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one, let's finish by discussing our mate Jack Wilshere, because he takes his Luton side to Wembley on Sunday to face Stockport in the Virtue Trophy final.
Offer you tickets or anything? Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Why is he not even on the show? Why have we not got Jack on to talk about that? Couldn't be bothered. You got audio of Jack, have you? You got our mate Jack Wilshere's in the fire. You got audio of that. You got Kieran McKenna's audio. Honestly.
It's a bigger game, that.
Should I phone him now and say, why are you not coming?
Yeah.
He didn't text you back?
Honestly, it's shocking that.
Not even
a little message like,
give him a
do you
call
fancy
now?
a couple of tickets?
Shall I give him a call now?
You can do.
I'll just give him a little call. Because that is bad. If producer Joe's texted him.
Yeah.
And he's not bothered to call us back.
No, but even little D, I'm at my first Wembley final.
When did you speak to him?
I spoke to him about a month ago.
Jack Wilshere, let's phone him live. He won't pick up.
Imagine, Joe, you've got to be careful here.
No, he knows. He listens.
No, he answers.
He listens.
He swears.
He listens. It's fine. He knows we're calling him. He won't pick up. If he didn't answer you and didn't answer Joe, go on, Stockport. He's changed the boy, hasn't he? Do you remember he used to come in, bring us all pick a mix?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. I don't even reply to him.
I messaged him the last time I spoke to Jack. I messaged him after he had that little altercation with the fans.
Yeah.
So, you're right, mate. Everything all right?
I did that as well.
Nothing back.
Exactly what I can. Shall I tell you the last time? You're 100% right. Let me tell you the last one.
I said, everything all right? Nothing.
Right. That's funny you say that, right? I did the same. I left him a voice. I can't play that.
No, don't.
I can't even read out. Look what you wrote to me there. Top one. Don't read it out.
See? Honestly.
What the score be? We're going to pick Luton. We want Luton to win. No disrespect, Stockport, but we love Jack. What the score be?
I'm going to go. And by the way, Stockport 5th, probably the favourites.
We're Luton, mid-table-ish, aren't they?
10th.
Right, okay. 10th.
Listen, I reckon Luton will win.
Oh, you don't sound.
Well, no, it doesn't even come back to us, does he?
Do we want Stockport to win?
No, listen, I want Luton to win, but I think Stockport will win.
Okay. What will the score be?
It'll be a tight game, 2-1.
To who?
Stockport.
Right, I'm going 3-1 Luton.
All right, nice.
All right? Because I back our mate.
Yeah, but I back him as well.
You just said they lost.
No, I back him as well when he returns my calls.
Okay, yeah, fine. Stockport win. until he replies to us. That was Benty's Ipswich update. Thanks to our friends at McDonald's.
Benty's EFL Corner on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
From 5 o'clock, we are talking about, there's lots of big games actually in the Prem this weekend, but it all kicks off tonight, and it could be kicking off as West Ham take on Wolves, live from the London Stadium. It's live on talkSPORT, that one, at 8 p.m. If you go into the game, West Ham or Wolves fans, you want to talk about it. It could be the game that gets West Ham out of the bottom three and dumps Tottenham in it. 03717 223344 if you want to talk about that.
Eddie Howe deserves to keep his job definitely in the summer, rebuild his squad of players, probably no European football next season, but you have to be honest and say the Premier League season hasn't been good enough at Newcastle standards. That's
but is that because of the fact that they haven't got a deep enough squad?
Of course, they haven't got a deep enough squad, but the players that they've had available, they shouldn't be behind Sunderland in the league.
But aren't we back to the same discussion that we had when we were talking about Aston Villa? And that is that they have owners that are wealthy, probably wealthier than everybody else, but yet they're unable to spend because of the financial restrictions. And as a result, that's keeping them further down the pecking order.
Who do you think?
Because you look at their last few seasons, Champions League, qualification, then out.
Yep.
Great season getting to the winning the cup competition, getting to the Champions League, and then out. So what's next season? Another great season, and then the following season not being able to sustain it?
The problem they've got...
It's up and down, up and down, up and down. Because
the problem they've got as well is, do they have to sacrifice a player as well? Like Aston Villa have? Is that Tonali? Is that Gamira's? Which one is it that they have to sacrifice?
Tonali will go in the summer.
What sort of figures are you thinking for him?
80.
And where will he go?
Manchester.
Which one?
Take your pick.
But the interesting thing there
he'll end up at City or United.
Is that Elliot Anderson is a target, isn't he, for Manchester United? But you're not going to
target for both
of those in, are you?
Well,
one will go one club and the other one will go the other.
Well, I think United want two. It just depends what level of investment, which will obviously ignore Mr. Mathematician Gabby here. He'll be totting up the net spend already.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion?
That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
It's how Ride's getting on. A bit of Colour Girl.
I like this. Sweet like chocolate.
No, it's Colour Girl.
Oh, how's it?
Joyrider. Hey, Garage, classic. Joyride.
Do you like garage or grunge?
I don't like grunge. It's two completely different genres.
Oh, is it? Well, no, that's why I named them.
Yeah, grunge is
Hold on. Do you like garage or R&B?
I grew up with obviously R&B a little bit, but then I went for a big garage phase.
You know a man that was in yesterday?
Yeah. AJ Tracy.
Oh, yes, yeah. What's his genre?
It's quite because he's like rapper slash garage slash not grime. Right, please, volume, bit of volume. Sorry. Bang on, Jesus. Back in the day, Ipswich, out to the nightclubs. This garage music, like pure garage. Those
What
like
are you doing in a nightclub? Are you just standing in the corner?
You're dancing.
Are you dancing? Are you busting moves?
Yeah.
I can't imagine you busting moves.
Why?
I just think you'd be quite cool in the corner with your little rum, sipping it through a straw, just looking.
No, I hadn't drink when I played.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I told you, one of the best gigs I ever went to was in Newcastle at Tiger, Artful Dodger. I've never sweated so much in my life because like rhythm after rhythm after tune after rhythm.
Is he still about Artful Dodger?
Yeah, I think they listen to the show.
Why don't we get him in?
Yeah, honestly, I've never
You
sweated.
know him? Get him in then.
All right.
Was he rewind?
Yeah.
That was him, was it?
Yeah, honestly, what me and Fraser Campbell went, what a set.
That'd be great to get him in.
Yeah.
Still to come, we're asking who's getting relegated this season ahead of West Ham against Wolves. It's live on talkSPORT tonight. Just quickly, Juve are interested in signing Liverpool's goalkeeper Alisson.
But they are.
Can't keep letting players go. Enzo Fernandez and his agent have apologised to Chelsea for comments he made about wanting to move to Madrid whilst on international.
I still think it's bizarre. I know he made a mistake, but they're leaving him out of City. That's crazy, that.
That is crazy. That's cutting off your nose.
You know what I mean?
I just wonder if Liam Ross Senior has made that decision or the board have made that decision.
See, that's the problem you've got in this situation. You don't know quite who's pulling the strings.
When he did the first press conference, Liam Ross Senior, after when he announced that he was dropping in for 2 games, he said "we" rather than "I" have decided.
Sorry, someone's put it. I saw Benty in Dirty Martini in Birmingham standing around. It's a liar. It was a different vibe, man. Different vibe,
Good
man.
name for a club, innit?
Dirty Martini.
That's a
There's
good
one in London, actually. There's one not far from here.
Is there?
Yeah.
You been there?
Not to the one in London, no.
Oh, okay. Turn your location services off. Right, talkSPORT Drive have been nominated for another award. We need your help. We really do, actually. We're up for Best Radio Talk Show at the Television and Radio Industry Awards. You, the public, decide. We'd love for you to vote. It takes 1 minute, 11 seconds, to be precise, to vote. So to vote for me and Benty, just head to trick.org.uk, trick.org.uk. Select us, talkSPORT Drive, as Best Radio Talk Show. Please do that. I'd really appreciate it. Time now for this.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power, reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Right, time now for today's Paddy's Performance in association with Drive's official betting partner, Paddy Power. Today we're looking back at a great week of football action, nominating the players we think made a difference and were Paddy's performers. Right, now usually we have to nominate English players so we can talk about their club, but we don't need to. We can talk about any player we want, and if they've played in an English club, we can talk about the English club as well.
Okay.
So I've gone for Kvaratskhelia. Because, you know, I adore him.
Yeah.
I was listening to the commentary actually the other day, and they said he's one of the best players in Europe at the moment. Is that fair? I mean, last season he was unbelievable.
I think he's been one of the best players in Europe for a number. When even at Napoli, I mean, what was his nickname? Cravadonna or something like that.
Cravadonna?
Yeah, like Maradona.
Yeah, no, I could work that out.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was a singer.
That was his nickname, yeah.
Cravadonna?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's an unbelievable player. You've gone for who?
Jonathan Rowe. He, against Villa yesterday, was absolutely tearing.
He's the one who scored the goal, was 11. I was going to ask you, do you know what? I'm glad you said that. I was going to ask you about him. Tell me more about him.
He's unbelievable. I mostly watched him come through at Norwich as a young kid. That's where he started.
Yeah.
I think he even scored against Ipswich in a derby at Portman Road, if I remember rightly. I remember thinking,
I mean,
he might have scored 2 actually in that game. He scored 2, didn't he?
He's dribbling with the ball. I mean, out of everyone on the pitch last night, he deserved the goal. And what a goal, by the way.
Honestly, Martinez made one great save from him, but he was going past.
I think he clipped the bar as well.
Yeah, he was going past people like they weren't even there. And I remember thinking, oh my goodness.
How old is he?
He's
young, right?
He's only 22. Only 22. But that performance last night, I thought, yeah.
Yeah, he was fair. It's a great call.
Yeah, Jonathan Rowe. I'm glad you put Kvaratskhelia in.
Yeah.
Because he would have been my pick straight away, Jonathan Rowe.
Okay. Good picks. Right, so Liverpool, obviously we're talking about Kvaratskhelia. Liverpool against Fulham. Dominic Szoboszlai to score from outside the box is 11-2, 5.5 to 1. Nottingham Forest v Aston Villa. Big game, that one. Douglas Luiz to be shown a red card is 2 to 1. There you go. That's Paddy Power's performance for today. Cash up with the late odds at paddypower.com. 18 plus only. Begambleaware.org.
is Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power, reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Now, it's a big game tonight. It kicks off the weekend of Premier League football. It's live on talkSPORT. West Ham take on Wolverhampton Wanderers. We will talk about that game when we come back. Just how big is it for both clubs? Well, for West Ham. If West Ham are going to stay up this season, they have to win this game, because Spurs, they can afford to lose every single game and stay up, because West Ham need to win to get out the bottom three. It's a massive, massive game of football.
Well, if ever you wanted an opportunity to beat somebody, and although Wolves have been better of late, by the way, but you play the team that's bottom of the league. If
Would you rather play Wolves or Burnley tonight?
Oh, it's a great question, that. Oh, it's a really good question, that. I'd probably say Wolves, maybe.
Okay, so they're the team.
I'd rather play either because you're at home.
Okay, so they're the team that West Ham should be playing tonight to get out the bottom three, right?
If you're going to pick a team, you're picking the worst team in the league, factually.
Yeah. Okay, West Ham fans, who are you expecting to step up tonight? No Somerville, right? Or is that?
I don't know, I think
we're still waiting on that.
Yeah, he might. But listen, as always, it's Jared Bowen. It's the one.
Yeah, and they had both their centre backs out. I think it was both for the Leeds game, right? And so I'm guessing they'll be hoping at least one's back, maybe two. So West Ham fans, you can pick up the phone and dial in now. It's such a big night for you. It really is. Chance to get out the bottom three and dump Spurs in it. If you go into the game or you want to talk about it, now's the time to pick up the phone. My switchboard is clear. 03717 223344. West Ham fans, how big is tonight's game live on talkSPORT?
Robertson at Liverpool, Ellen the show, but here's a reminder what Robertson achieved in his career. He'll leave Anfield after 9 years. 9 years, brilliant. Over 375 appearances and having won every trophy available. What about that for a career, Ray? Did you win every one?
What's that, Al? What listening?
Rob won 375 appearances.
Did he?
For Liverpool. And he's won every trophy available.
I didn't win the Champions League. That's the only one we was missing for us. We won the League Cup. I won the League Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, Cup Winners' Cup, I think it was, UEFA Cup. Cup Winners' Cup.
And he came with Maguire, didn't he, from Hull?
Who's another great player who's playing tonight, who come from Hull? You get that. He's playing tonight. There's a clue for you. Another great signing.
Of course.
Bowen. He come from Hull City.
Of course he did.
All the fantastic players who play for Hull. Who did I play for? Hull City.
I love that. I love the. Do you know the way he strikes the ball? He's hardly any backlift. But he is. He's deadly.
I can see Robertson going Celtic, though. Can you?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Obviously, Tierney's still there as well, isn't he?
Tierney's had a great career. But I think the injuries caught up on him a little bit.
Yeah, quite.
But he still gives his 100%. And Andy Robbo, he's an East Kilbride boy, Celtic man.
What football ground are you thinking of when someone says this?
Really tough place to go. Difficult place to go. Such a tough place to go.
It's a tough place to go at the moment.
It was a really difficult place to go, always.
But what are the toughest places to go, really? We've scoured the planet to find out. Forget a cold, wet Tuesday night in Stoke. Try playing in a blizzard 220 miles inside the Arctic Circle at the world's northernmost professional club. When Chelsea lost at Tromsø in Norway in the 97-98 Cup Winners' Cup, a massive snowstorm hit at half-time. These two boys and their brooms were absolutely no match for it. We're staying in Scandinavia for Scotland's toughest away day on a windswept cliff in the Faroe Islands. In Euro 2000 qualifying, Craig Brown's men were taken to fishing village Toftir. Kevin Gallagher called the pitch a cowfield and the wind like Pitodry on a bad day. The Faroe Islands part-timers equalised in stoppage time, leading to these absolute scenes, and still one of Scotland's most embarrassing results.
Daft little ground, silly game.
But away trips don't come any tougher than a lung-busting schlep up the Andes to face Bolivia in La Paz. But now the Bolivians have taken home advantage to another level. The country's highest city, El Alto, 4,100 metres above sea level. Grass doesn't even grow up here. Bolivia have not lost here yet. The longest unbeaten run in any professional league ever belongs to Red Star Belgrade, or Crvena Zvezda if you must. They've gone 7 years without defeat at the Rajko Mitic in Serbia's Superliga. Their fans are pretty intimidating as well, but they're not as loud as this mob. Galatasaray's Ali Sami Yen Stadium's officially the loudest in world football. In a derby with Fenerbahce, Galatasaray fans set a Guinness World Record of 131 decibels. That's louder than Motorhead, and pretty tough to carry out your manager's instructions when you can't even hear them. However, our most intimidating away day is in Wales, where cameras can't enter and players can't leave. HMP Prescoed. This prison team was briefly kicked out the Gwent League over concerns about young opposition having to go in there. Now that's a tough place to go.
Early June 1939, Germany, always a tough place to go to.
Welcome back to what some people are already referring to as hour number 2, live and drive and talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein. Benty's here.
You're one of them boiled chicken brothers, aren't you?
Not always, Darren. Not always. Still to come, we'll be looking ahead to the rest of the weekend's action in Ready, Steady Crook. But now, there is a monumental game at the bottom of the Premier League tonight. And, of course, it's live right here on talkSPORT.
The first time we faced him was probably one of the most hardest moments that we had as a group.
They are being booed by the West Ham supporters on the far side, and it's no surprise. They pay good money, nearly 3,000 of them here today to watch that. Wolves 3, West Ham United 0.
So we are confident that we're going to improve. We play at home, which is a big advantage for us.
João Gomes across, it'll come here to Rodrigo Gomes! That will do it! Finally, it's Wolves' night!
That win sort of kick-started things a little bit, and then there's been a number of them, whether that's in the league or the cup since. So, you know, wins, I suppose, make everybody feel better.
Can't wait for this West Ham, those Wolves. It's live on talkSPORT tonight. Knowing that a win would lift them above Spurs and out the relegation zone. That's ahead of Roberto De Zerbi's first game in charge of Spurs. They're away to Sunderland on Sunday. He's been speaking to the media ahead of that game, and he was asked why he took the job with the club in a relegation battle.
Tottenham is one of the most important clubs in Premier League. Premier League is the best league in the world. I love the qualities of the players. They are. We have a lot of specific player for my style. And then there was a crucial part. There was 12 days before the first game, and for me it was important to have not too much time, but 10 days, more than 1 week. I thought it could be important to understand the problems.
Big weekend for Tottenham. Psychologically, how much of a difference do you think it's going to make for Spurs to go into their game against Sunderland already in the bottom three?
That's what I'm interested to see, because it's a different mentality, and I've said it before. Spurs going into any Premier League season, and rightly so, would never have at the forefront of their mind, oh, we might go down this season. It just wasn't. It wouldn't have been of anyone at that football club's thinking. Players, nobody, right? But when you look at what they're up against, the Wolves have been relegated recently and have gone down and have come back up. So I know it's been some time, but it wasn't that long ago. Burnley, well, they know what it's like to be down there in the trenches to try and get a result. West Ham have been relegated. I know it was a little while ago, but still have been down there before. Forest, they have as well. Leeds. Spurs are the only team down there from Leeds downwards where they probably thought there's no chance of us getting down.
And it's not just the players' mentality, it's the fans. The clubs you mentioned, they're used to it.
Exactly. I know West Ham's a bit of an anomaly because it's been a while, but for Spurs, it would have never crossed any of their minds. Once they actually drop into the bottom three, that's what I want to see what they're made of in terms of the mentality. Have they got the players that are going to go, right, we need to roll our sleeves up in, we have to dig in here because we are in a dogfight. Because I'm still quite not sure how... Maybe it's when you look at players' reactions, and I look at Wolves players fighting, even though they've gone, fighting, Burnley fighting, West Ham fighting, Forest, Leeds. I'm still not quite sure about Spurs players, if it's quite sunk in yet for them that... Because they're probably still thinking, we're good players, we'll get out of it. If players in their squad are thinking, do you know what? Hold on a second here. We're in it.
I've heard rumours.
Oh, from who?
I've heard, just doing the rounds. That
where?
That we might have talked about that Van der Ven has supposedly said to his teammates in the dressing room, I don't really care what happens because I'll not be here next season. I don't know if that's true, but I mean rumours.
No, I doubt that.
Okay, let's just say for substitution, a player, not him, a player has said that. Okay. Does that make it? Can a player think like that?
Oh my! There'll be conversations in that dressing room right now that maybe they've not said it publicly, or maybe they've said it in their little cliques. But it'd be like, oh, listen, I'm probably out of here next season anyway. So, look, I hope you don't go down. And it won't be. Do you know what it'll be in this type of scenario? It won't be. I'm going to play really well, so we stay in the league. It's going to be, I'm going to play well for my next move. And when you start having too many of those in the dressing room, that's when it just all goes completely wrong. Completely wrong.
You've got players as well that knowingly don't want to get injured because they've got the World Cup coming up, and they're at Spurs thinking, well, I won't be here anyway. I mean, it's a lot to ask a player to go in for a 50-50, right?
Yeah, but I mean, those kind of days are a little bit, because there's times, right, where you go into games and thinking, I don't really want to, I don't want to get injured. But the moment the first whistle goes, adrenaline kicks in, you forget. So I mean, I've gone into games before where I might be carrying a slight knock, and I'm thinking, do you know what? Like it might be a slight hamstring tweak, but I'm feel good enough to get through it. And then you go, do you know what? I'll ease the first 15 minutes into it. Minute one comes in, ball goes over the top, bang. You forget, you're off. Do you know what I mean? It just happens. So, but yeah, it just depends what kind of characters they've got in their dressing room. I don't know any of them personally from that Tottenham dressing room, but I can only judge what I'm judging on the pitch. And when I look at Wolves, Burnley, West Ham, Forest, these teams are scrapping for their lives, man. Scrapping.
Quick word about West Ham, right? 3 points at home to Wolves tonight. Would you put your money on that?
No.
You wouldn't?
No. They're down there for a reason.
I know, but I just feel West Ham, as you alluded to earlier, they've got that bit between their teeth, that little bit of determination. No, they've got players that can pull them out of this mess.
They have, but I still wouldn't bet anything on it because they've been down there for a reason because they ain't been good enough. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I wouldn't bet anything on it. But
how important is that first goal tonight at London Stadium?
It's massive, huge. If West Ham can win tonight, psychologically around the teams in and around them, I mean, that's what I'm really fascinated to see, is just to see if they can get a result tonight. Spurs' reaction going away to Sunderland,
tough place,
which is a tough place. I know Sunderland's home form
of late hasn't been great, but overall it's been fantastic.
Right? Have they got the mentality to go out there and win a game of football?
Have you got Tottenham's fixtures there?
I have indeed.
Okay. So they've got, 6 games or 7 games left?
7.
7. Okay. So let's just say, for argument's sake, the West Ham win tonight, Spurs drop in.
Yeah.
And Spurs have got 7 games and they lose against Sunderland. With 6 games to go, then I would say how I know it's sort of impossible to answer because you don't know how West Ham and Forest are going to do. But if Spurs are in the bottom 3 with 6 games to go, how many wins do you think Tottenham need to make sure they're safe?
I think I'm going to say 7 points, 2 wins and a draw.
Okay. Read out the 6 games after Sunderland and tell me what's going to happen in those games.
Right. So they played Brighton at home. Now Brighton on any given day can beat anyone in terms of the form, the way that they play, right? But my only thing, I need to check it, right, is that Brighton away from home, okay. I think they're 13th in the away table, which is not...
Look at Forest away from home.
Yeah, exactly. So I think there's no reason why Spurs couldn't win that at home, right?
Oh, wow.
What, against Brighton?
They've won one game at home, Spurs, in about 42 years.
But my point is, there's no reason why they can't.
Oh, I think there's a lot of reasons why they can't. The whole season.
Do you think they get beat there?
I don't think they'll win.
All right, so do you think you're saying draw?
I think realistically, they could at best nick a draw.
All right, Wolves away.
Well, I mean, that's the one. You can't lose that.
Yeah, so they might nick a win there. Then they go Villa away. They ain't winning that.
No.
Leeds at home. Now, there's a game you go, they can win.
Okay.
Leeds at home. Then they go Chelsea away. Then it don't matter what. Then they never win that fixture.
No.
So they're losing that.
Everton
at home. And that's another toughie.
Yeah, tough game.
So
what games do they have to win? What are the two?
Brighton at home.
And Leeds at home. Wolves away.
I think the three. Wolves away, Brighton at home, and Leeds at home.
9 points on offer there.
Yeah.
They need 7 from those 9.
Listen, there's no. They could go to Sunderland and win.
Yeah. It could.
It could happen.
But we don't think they will.
It's going to be tough. But it'd be interesting because De Zerbi needs to get results. I know when he first got to Brighton, it took him a while to get a result.
Yeah. We heard from, who's the captain? Lewis Dunk?
Yeah.
You heard the first 2 or 3 weeks when De Zerbi...
bamboozling. I think it took him 5 games to get a point.
Was it really?
Yeah. 5 games to get a point. I don't think they've got that time. Well, no, I don't think they haven't got that time.
What sort of formation do you expect De Zerbi to put out for his first game? He's got to go 4 at the back, hasn't he?
Yeah, probably 4-3-3. Depends, really.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm not really big on formations and philosophies. If he sets you up in a way that and he's clear in terms of his message, then that should work. But mate, I think a lot depends on what happens tonight.
Yeah, I agree. Go on then. If you had to call it now, who's going down with Wolves and Burnley?
West Ham.
Okay. If we come back Monday and ask you that question, it's Spurs in the bottom 3. Does your answer change?
No, do you know what? No, because I still
because they're called Spurs.
Exactly.
You don't think they'll go down?
But, do you know, I'm looking at Leeds, right? And I mean, they're a good side, right?
You think they could go down?
They've not won a Premier League game in a while.
Yeah.
By the way, so the last win they had was in the FA Cup against Norwich.
When was their last league win?
The last league win was Forest, and that was in. Doesn't quite give me a date for that. Hold on 1 second. That last.
Please hold caller.
Yeah, that last win in the league was February the 6th.
Wow.
Right, so they've not won. They drew with Chelsea, good result.
Yeah.
Drew with Villa, lost to City, lost to Sunderland, drew with Palace, drew with Brentford, and then obviously the FA Cup game. So they haven't won a league game in a while.
Do you know that? Don't look at this. Have a guess. Do you know the last time Wolves played a game in the Premier League? It's the 10th of April today. Well, don't look. What's your guess?
I've got Leeds on my screen.
Okay.
10th of April is now.
Yeah. Last time Wolves kicked the ball in the Premier League was when?
March the 3rd.
March the 16th.
Oh my God, their players are going to be rusty.
That's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Hopefully been away on one of them warm weather training sessions.
Yeah.
Dubai or something.
What's the score going to be tonight? Live and talkSPORT Wolves. They're away at
2-1 West Ham, and it's going to be edgy as anything.
Okay. We'll take your calls. Who's going down? West Ham fans, how's it going to go tonight? Spurs fans, if you start your game away at Sunderland the weekend in the bottom 3.
Do you think Spurs go down?
Yeah, I've said this. I've said Chelsea relegate them. I've said it. Not because look, I've got a lot of mates at Spurs fans, so I don't want them to go down. But I just feel they will. I just feel the writing's on the wall. Wow. I just feel it is. I genuinely do think that we'll come back Monday and Spurs will be in the bottom 3. I really do.
Wow.
Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but you can have your say by picking up the phone. You'll be next. 03717 22 3344. Get dialing.
Ethan and Wary, and Miles Lewis-Skelly this summer, and we're talking about maybe 100 million for the pair. That's too much, surely.
Well, no, I mean they're great prospects, aren't they?
100 mil for
Skelly's probably just he's not had a great time lately. He's just fell away from that first team a little bit. He's got a lot of people in front of him at the moment. And Capia, who's come in, he's done a really good job on that left hand side. You've got Calafiori as well. So I feel for him a little bit because you're a young player. You went through that little bit of stage where your form ain't great. A lot has happened in his career very quickly, Al. I mean, scoring a goal for England, playing for your country at a young age. So it might have just caught up with him a little bit, but he's just got to keep working hard and see where it takes him. Waineri's on loan at the moment, but he's a top player as well. A really, really
and you're really
great
happy
talent.
with young Max, aren't you?
Oh, Max is doing different class. 16. People forget he's only 16. Amazing. He changed the game. He changed the game when he come on against Everton. He looked like...
And was getting back and helping out.
Yeah, and he scored that first goal. As I said before, his family must be so proud to watch him, has gone through the ranks and all that. And he's a really good, grounded young kid. So he's going to be a real prospect. Look, things can go wrong still, as in football. You know what it's like, Al. You had a poor injury, didn't you, yourself?
Yeah.
And injuries can affect you.
A gradual injury.
But I think the technology now is a lot better from when you was around, I should imagine. But he's got everything going for him. He's just got to keep working hard, and he's going to make a difference as well. And he's a real talent. Absolutely, could be one of the best players ever.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion?
That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
It's moving too fast by.
Artful Dodger.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have I done that? Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, and the Artful Dodger talkSPORT, Darren Bent. Still to come. We'll be looking ahead to the rest of the weekend's action in Ready, Steady Crook. Just quickly, Tottenham's Mohamed Kudus may require surgery after suffering a setback in his recovery from a thigh injury. We wish him well. Day 2 of the Masters at Augusta. Gabby Partington is watching for talkSPORT. Gabrielle?
How's it going?
We're good. Are you Gabrielle? Gabriella?
It's Gabriella. My mum's Brazilian, so she'd be offended with the L, but it's all right.
Well, my daughter's called Gabriella.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Good taste.
Great taste. Great taste. Where are we at? What's that? Who's got good taste at Augusta? What's going on?
Oh, well, I've got to say, the big talking point right now, Tyrrell Hatton, he's absolutely flying. Joint lowest round of the day so far at 4 under par. He just picked up a birdie round the turn and climbs to 3 shots off the lead. But it's actually Wyndham Clark who's gathering more and more pace. The American who's just picked up his 5th birdie of the day, now just one behind leaders Rory McIlroy and Sam Burns, who are currently warming up as I speak. Elsewhere on the golf course, Justin Rose finally got one to drop, picking up a birdie on the 7th. His Ryder Cup teammate Shane Lowry also in the mix at 2 under par. The Irishman due to tee up just before 6 p.m. UK time, so about 40 minutes time. As for the world number 1, though, Scotty Scheffler not had the start of dreams today, has he? Just dropped a further shot back after back-to-back birdies on 4 and 5. So it's 2 over for the 2-time Masters champion. It's just gone midday at Augusta, still early days with plenty more twists and turns to come.
The Masters on talkSPORT with Arnold Clark. Get an extra £500 when you part exchange your car.
You should phone Gabby back and tell her the answer. She's still live. Gab, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Let's fade Gabby down, shall we, Ryan?
You're back in half an hour.
Good work. You'll be back in half hour.
Perhaps I'm going to go to the toilet.
Goodness me.
Good.
We'll speak to you in half hour, Gab. Oh, you faded it down. Well done, Ryan, yeah. Jack will be back on Monday. Right, let's take the calls before we do. West Ham boss Nuno Espirito Santo has been speaking to the media ahead of tonight's game at home to Wolves, live on talkSPORT. He said supporters need to stay behind the team.
I truly believe that the fans understand the situation that we are all in the club is, and the need that we have for their support, and they're giving that a lot. And Sunday is going to be. It was the clear example that we, as a group, we don't give up till the last minute. It's not only words; we prove that situation with facts. So I hope that the friends trust us, support us on Friday, because it's going to be huge for us.
It is going to be huge for you and all West Ham fans. Andy's one of them. Hello, Andy. How you doing?
Yeah, hi there. Thanks for having me on.
Our pleasure.
Caller.
Are you all right? Are you good?
Yeah, good. Yeah. Love the show.
Why is it your first time you've been on air? Why have you waited so long?
I don't know. I think I just had some time tonight, so I just was sitting around before I head to the stadium and just thought I'd give you a quick call. So, yeah, I got through. So that's good.
We appreciate that. Thank you, man. What have you phoned up to talk about, Anne?
Well, just a couple of things. Just about tonight's game. I think it's massive, isn't it? It's the biggest game probably for a couple of years, I'd say, since we was in the Europa League. So there's so much riding on tonight, but it's all set up, isn't it? It's a night game. I mean, recently, just on Benty's point, he said, look at the table and where we are, but take a different view. Look at the table for the last 3 months and see where we are. Split it up. We're on such good form recently. We haven't won, for the last couple of games, but momentum's something, isn't it? And the stadium's very different to what it was when we had Potter at the start of the season. So I think you've got to take that into account when you're just saying, whether it's sort of, right, we've been down there all season and that's where we're going to end. I think the momentum's a big thing. So, but again, it does all come down to tonight. It feels like this is the game.
I agree.
Listen, in terms of momentum, he's right. I mean, they've won 2 league games since February.
Yeah.
Which is still, do you know what I mean? I know it's about momentum, but picking up draws there, I understand that. But you're obviously down there at the end of the season for a reason.
No excuse if West Ham go down.
No.
You've got games like this to win.
You have to win.
You have to win. Andy, thanks for your calls. Very kind. Chris is a West Ham fan. Wants to say hello, Chris.
Hello, all right.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah.
Who's that talking to you?
Oh, it's my dad. We were off to the match.
All right. Okay. What do you want to say, both of you?
Just depends on the West Ham win tonight who he puts as centre back, because I think we've got probably the worst centre back in this country as Kilman. He is terrible. Makes silly mistakes all the time.
And saw that lead.
Shows the last 2 he's put in, Dino and Assassin, have been great. Absolutely great.
Yeah.
Put his life on the line. They've had some good buys as well with Tati and Pablo, and they've got some, people that want to put the boot in as well. Do you know what I mean? Go for them tackles. So
I don't know if his centre halves are going to be fit tonight. I don't know if Somerville's going to be fit. If he's not, I'm guessing Adama Traore will come in and start, right?
Yeah, well, he's got plenty of pace about him, isn't he? So he's just got to use that and play how good he can play.
Chris, what will the score be tonight?
3-0 to us.
Okay, from one Chris to another, also a West Ham fan. Christopher?
Hello, my friends. I'm really confident it's going to be our cup final tonight.
Yeah, it is.
I spoke to you guys at talkSPORT, especially the sport bar, Jamie I love to wind him up all the time. Thank you, Andrew, for saying that Spurs will go down. But I just think if we win tonight, it will drag all three clubs. They'll all be nervous, Spurs, Forest and Leeds.
Yeah.
And at the weekend, Leeds are playing your boys, so I hope you do us a favour. Forest are playing Villa. Villa's still fighting for Champions League spots. It's only Spurs who's not got enough playing Sunderland. We've got nothing to play for, Sunderland. But Sunderland are a good team. So it's all about tonight. We have to win tonight, and then we'll stay out. If we lose or draw, it won't be good enough.
Yeah. Great call. Have we spoke to you before,
Thank
Chris?
you. Yeah, I've indeed, sir.
Good. Keep your calls coming in.
I spoke to you, Andy, because you've got a dog, and I've got a guide dog, and we talked about it many years ago. We were talking about how do you know when a dog do the poo?
Oh my God, yeah, because you got because you got to pick when you take your dog for a walk and it does a poo, you got to pick it up, right? And I asked the question years ago.
Precisely.
If you've got a guide dog, how do you know it's done a poo?
Well, it smelled badly. And also, it stopped in a position in the grass. It goes off a footpath and it goes on the grass. It won't do it on the footpath, so you know straight away the guide dog is doing something. It's either number 2 or number 1.
Do you still have to pick it up?
Yeah, well, basically, Andrew, if I can find it by the scent of a smell, I'll pick it up. If I can't find it, then I'll stand there and wave my hand.
Let me ask you this.
Someone help me, please.
Chris, let me ask you this. Honestly, hand on heart. How many times have you pretended that you couldn't find it to get someone else to do it? Honestly.
Yeah.
How many times?
I've picked out quite a few times, believe me.
All right.
Yeah. I've picked out a few times, my friend, but it's quite embarrassing because I've got to watch my footwear, my trainers, make sure I don't tread on it, see? So it's quite difficult, but I'll get on with it. I've had guide dog for 25 years, so you learn from it, you learn from it.
Let me ask you this, Chris. I've got, obviously, a little dog, you said. When I come in from work, he licks my face and I love it. And Benty hates it, right? Can't stand it. I'm guessing your dog licks your face, right?
Yeah, actually, in the morning, when I open the bedroom door, it's right outside, it starts running to me and it starts jumping on me.
Lovely.
Because although it's a guide dog, Andy, it's off duty when it's at home, it's just a normal pet.
Yeah.
So it's got all the love in the care, everybody loves him, the family and friends.
Oh. What is it? What you got, a Labrador?
About, my friend. So a Labrador, yeah. Nice. A Labrador cross.
What's he called?
And he's 5 years old, and his name's Zorba. Zorba the Greek.
Why is he cross?
What? You winding me up, aren't you?
Chris, listen, lovely to speak to you again, man. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, God bless you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Chris.
Bye,
I thought it was a great... Yeah, it was years ago. That must have been 8 years ago I asked that question.
Wow.
I think it's a fair one.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I mean, that's the kind of conversation you have on the...
Yeah, the sports bar, yeah. But how do I see it from him again? Still to come, we joined by Alex Crook for a bit of Ready, Steady Crook. First, it's time for no Googling. Now, today we're finding out if you get a hat-trick. So if you got the first one right, you definitely need to get this one right. The most goals ever scored by a side relegated from the Premier League is 55. Who was that?
West Ham.
No.
Oh.
I mean, if you're trying to get your brace, to move on to that trick, good luck with this one. Most goals ever scored by a side relegated from the Prem is 55. Who was it? I won't even give you the year. That might be a clue. The answer to that: Ready, Steady, Crook. Best of talkSPORT. End of show quiz. Arsenal, Bournemouth, Chelsea, Man City. Still loads coming up. It is half time in today's Drive Time show.
Pep Guardiola has been speaking today about his team's tendency to finish season strongly.
Hopefully we can do a lot of points. It's at the situation that we are in the Premier League, so we need to do all of them. Otherwise we will not give us a chance to try it until the end. So we need to do a lot of points. We were not consistent enough during the season. We dropped points that we should take it, and that's why we're in the position that now we cannot do it differently.
He also talked a little bit about on whether he feels more excited at this time of the year. No, he says, I have a lot of yellow cards. That means how excited I am. Not just for April, but during the season, I have had a good energy, and I still have good energy. You get the feeling that he thinks that there's still a chance that they can catch them.
I think they're probably going to have to win every game to do it. We were just working it out there on Gabby's crib sheet. They've got 8 games left. They're on 61 points. So if they win every game, they get to 85. That would mean that Arsenal on 70 need 5 wins from their last 7 games. If they win every game, Manchester City, they've got to squeak, especially as they play Arsenal. But they have no margin for error. And I actually agree with Gabby. We all think Chelsea will lose on Sunday, but it might be a more difficult task than we think. Remember, they went with the under-21 manager to the Etihad Chelsea and got a point.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
Good choices. Do you know who this is? It's my era, not yours.
Give me the initials of the group.
BC.
Belinda.
Surname?
Carlisle.
Yeah. What's it called?
Met her before back in...
No, it's not called Met Her Before Back In.
No, I met her before back in the day.
No, you've not met Belinda Carlisle. Where?
I was in a hotel in London. Football team.
Hold on, were you in a jacuzzi with her?
That's Danny Murphy.
That is Danny Murphy.
That's Murphy.
Where'd you meet her?
I think I want to say the Grove.
What, where the golf club is? I love that place, by the way.
Actually, it might have been Topwell House before the Grove.
What were you doing? What was she doing there? What were you doing there? Did you speak to her?
I didn't speak to her, but like, it was like, this is Belinda.
Was she drawing a circle in the sand?
I guess that's a song, right?
Yeah, it is a song,
I
yeah.
met Elton John as well.
Elton John?
In Estonia, I met Elton John.
Can you tell that story?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I was there pre-season with Ipswich.
Yeah.
And we went to one of his gigs, his concerts. And before he obviously went on stage, we got taken back to a room. And
Who? Just you?
No, the whole team. George Birdie brought the whole players, and then we came out, and then we all got introduced to him and come and spoke to us for a little bit.
Was he dancing at all?
No, he was cool.
I've been told he's a tiny dancer.
Honestly, you're joking.
You don't even know the Elton John songs, though.
No, but
Was he still standing?
Oh, shut up.
Got a name? No, okay, name it.
Your song. Ha! Boop!
No, it's my song.
No.
No, you've got it round the wrong way. It's my
It's
song.
called your song.
Before the break, I asked the question.
Candle in the wind.
What?
Candle in the wind.
What's the first word?
Candle.
No, it's not candle.
What is it?
Did you say candle?
Look at him trying to lie.
He's just trying to find a word that rhymes with candle. Mandel in it. Before the break, I asked the question. Most goals ever scored by a side relegated from the Prem. 55. Who did it?
Leicester.
2010, 2011. Think of a fruit.
Orange.
Right, okay.
Blackpool.
Yes.
Do you know what? It's funny you say that because first half of the season under Ian Holloway, they were smashing teams.
What happened? What was the reason? It just
second half of the season they just fell off. Couldn't defend.
That's right. It was the second half, wasn't it?
Just fell off. First half, brilliant.
Yeah.
Charlie Adams was absolutely bossing it that season.
Yeah. Still to come, we'll be asking if Bernardo Silva is a Premier League great. But from greats to the other end of that scale, it's time now for this.
By the way, do you two like haddock? Dinner, either swordfish and salad or steak and calamari.
I actually had ice cream outside the Trevi Fountain in Rome.
I did have a burger today. You do tend to let it slip on a Sunday.
Kicking me off today is Alex.
Yes, time for a bit ready, Steady Crook, where talkSPORT's chief football correspondent, SJA nominee, and Nick Cotton lookalike Alex Crook looks ahead to some of the biggest games in the Premier League this weekend. Crookie?
Nick Cotton, that is a blast from the past.
Do you know what? I mentioned that just before we came in, and this shows you how young the gallery is. I said, he looks a bit like Nick Cotton, and they went, who's Nick Cotton? And I went, don't worry, he'll get it. How are you, Crookie? Are you all right?
I'm good. I had a night at the darts last night, so I'm still recovering.
I saw the pictures.
I heard them.
Yeah, I heard.
What did you hear? It's all true.
Wow.
Better not be from what I'm hearing, Crookie. Did you get home?
Well, I stayed in Brighton last night
Yeah.
and obviously trained into London this morning.
Oh, so that means you didn't go home.
That means I didn't go home, correct?
I saw the pictures. Don't think I would have gone home. Right, let's swiftly move on, shall we? Let's talk about a big and massive game. It's live on talkSPORT tomorrow. Sees Arsenal take on Bournemouth. Now, Bournemouth, they're unbeaten in their last 11 games, whilst Arsenal can move 12 points clear at the top with a win. Crookie, what have you got for us?
Yeah, big win for Arsenal against Sporting in midweek after a couple of cup exits. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta has been speaking ahead of this one. He was asked if it's a positive to be playing before Man City do on Sunday.
Yeah, the closer we get, the relevance and the importance of the match increases, obviously, and tomorrow is a big day for us. The players know it, our supporters know it. It's 12:30 kickoff. It's an early kickoff, so get up early, have an early breakfast, bring your lunch, bring your dinner, how you say in England, and let's go all together for it because it has to be a big day.
Bring your lunch, bring your dinner. Wasn't there a famous Leyton Orient manager who threatened one of his players in the dressing room with that?
Yeah. No, not John. It wasn't John Sill. It was
Sitton.
John Sitton. That's right.
There you go. Another blast from the past.
He's the fella that sacked Terry Howard at half time, wasn't he?
That was it, yeah. Famous clip. I think he's a good pal of Adrian Durham, actually.
Okay, that says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I do like a big tasty.
Right, listen. I think this is an interesting one to predict, Crookie, because if you'd have asked me maybe 6 weeks ago, I would have said, well, it's going to be a home win. But I don't know if the tides have turned a little bit, but I think this is going to be a much more difficult game for Arsenal than perhaps it should be.
Yeah, Bournemouth won this fixture last season. When they met the Vitality this season, it was a bit of a ding-dong. I think Arsenal won 3-2 in the end. So they're a good side, Bournemouth. They're well coached. I think the fact they've not had a game for 3 weeks is probably going to help them. They should be fresh because they play quite a high-energy style of football. And Arsenal tend to get a lot of late goals. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is tight right until the end, but Arsenal just squeeze past the Cherries.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a tough game. Crook for sure. I just think Arsenal, they're at the stage now where performances go out the window. It's about just getting results. And you know what you need to keep doing if you're Arsenal is if you win this game, that's 12 points. I know Man City would have 2 games in hand as well as the fixture against Arsenal, but I mean, 12-point gap all of a sudden. I know Man City look like they're getting back to the Man City we know, but there's still a lot of pressure to that. You have to go to Chelsea and win.
Yeah, it feels like a pivotal week, doesn't it? Because obviously City have got Chelsea on Sunday, as you mentioned. Then there's the big showdown next weekend. They're going to be there at the Etihad. I think if Arsenal win this game, it sets them up to be in a brilliant position. I was working out earlier. I think the most points City can get is 75. Arsenal probably need 5 wins from 7. That's assuming City win every game between now and the end of the season. So I think the next week or so is going to be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, I agree. Let's move on before we do tomorrow, 12:30 live on talkSPORT, Arsenal against Bournemouth. Crookie, what will the score be?
I'll go 2-1 Arsenal, probably with a stoppage time winner.
From a corner. DB, what are you going?
I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal. It'd be a stodgy, horrible watch.
Okay.
As always.
Bit like people watching cricket.
Pardon?
Right, let's move on. Brentford against Everton tomorrow afternoon. Both sides sit on 46 points, 3 points outside the top 5, which of course could get them into the Champions League next season. Crookie, what you got?
Yeah, who'd have thought this would be 7th against 8th at the start of the season? David Moyes has been doing his press conference today, and he did discuss the prospect of leading Everton back into Europe.
I do want to talk about it because this club, this group of supporters, or all the supporters I should say, have suffered so much. I think the thought of getting them back into Europe to me makes me think it would be fantastic for the support here in the club and everything they've been through recently. So I'm driving it with the players that can we try and do it? We may not, but we'll hopefully do it. And you're right, the nights I had when at West Ham were at Europe were brilliant nights, and we didn't always win. We led to a quarter-final, a semi-final, and eventually we got to a final which we won. So I'm hoping that I get the opportunity to try and do that again.
That's David Moyes looking ahead to Brentford against Everton. I'm going to be there for Game Day Live tomorrow. I do wonder, do you think he gets the credit he deserves, David Moyes? Because obviously it didn't work out for him at Manchester United, but Sir Alex Ferguson was a tough act for anyone to follow. He got hounded out of West Ham, really, in the end, but he won a European trophy. He's gone back to Everton. He's not spent much money. And here we are talking about them possibly getting into Europe.
Yeah, you're probably right, Crookie. I mean, the West Ham situation I always found bizarre because of what he did winning that European trophy. But it was constantly being banded about. The football that he plays is not good enough. We want the West Ham way back and all that. And he's done a wonderful job at Everton. I think he's recruited well, and they've got some really good footballers in their team that probably also go under radar. Because even someone like a Dewsbury Hall, who I'm a big fan of, I almost feel a little bit like the David Moyes scenario where Dewsbury Hall's not getting the credit he deserves because he's been brilliant this season. So at least James Garner, I think he has got the credit in terms of the England call-up. But yeah, I think he's doing an amazing job. And I mean, what a fixture this is going to be. Whoever wins this on the cusp of Champions League football.
Yeah, it's huge. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, Brentford v Everton. Crookie, what will the score be?
Everton really good away, and I just think they could be a problem for Brentford. I'm going to go 2-1 to Everton.
Oh, you're brave.
Go 2-1 the other way.
Yeah. I'll take draw then. Right, let's move on to Newcastle. They go to Palace on Sunday afternoon, looking, of course, to bounce back from losing to Sunderland before that international break. Crookie, where are we going with this one?
Well, Eddie Howe seems to be coming under pressure, certainly from the fans. The chief executive there had the chance to back him, didn't do so. He's been speaking ahead of this trip to Selhurst Park at the weekend and was unsurprisingly asked about his future at the club.
For me, nothing's changed. I'm absolutely 100% committed to the job. That commitment has never wavered from my side. I've been working during the break to make sure that we come back a stronger team. I think in this day and age, I think it's very difficult to look too far in the long term. I can only look to these 7 games and make sure that we perform at our very best level.
It's a fascinating situation, isn't it, when it comes to Eddie Howe, because David Hopkinson, one of the hierarchy there, was offered the chance to back his manager after they lost to Sunderland. He didn't really do that. I don't think they're going to sack him, Newcastle. I don't think they could afford to sack him. I think probably if he does leave at the end of the season, it'll be Eddie Howe's decision that he's taken the club as far as he can. But speaking there, he seems like he's still fired up for the challenge.
Quickly, let me ask you, because me and Andy have spoken about this before, and I understand he's under a little bit of scrutiny, a bit of pressure, right? But realistically, what more do you think Eddie Howe could have done for the supporters to go, he's doing a wonderful job. Champions League a couple of times, he's won him a trophy. What more, in your opinion, could he have done to make the fans be like, okay, no, he's an irremovable object?
I'm with you. And actually, I got a bit of stick from Sam and Gabby on our show this morning because I said Newcastle's natural place in the food chain isn't in the Champions League. If you look at the history of the Premier League, they've not qualified for the Champions League that often. He's taken them there twice. He's ended that long domestic trophy drought. I think the way the hierarchy handled the Alexander Isak situation really put them on the back foot this season. And yeah, be careful what you wish for, Newcastle fans, because I don't see who's going to come in and do a better job.
Go on, Palace against Newcastle Sunday at 2. Crookie?
Draw, 1-1.
Okay, DB?
Palace, 3-1.
Okay. We don't have time for audio in the next one, but I still want to talk about it if we've got time. Let's talk about Chelsea against Man City. Massive game of football, 4:30 on Sunday. Well, I'm just
brilliant.
No, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I'm thinking. No, I'll tell you what I'm thinking.
You're on the radio.
Yeah. We've talked about Arsenal, right? And I was going to ask you if you think Man City or Chelsea are going to win this on the back of how Arsenal get on, but you both think Arsenal are going to win comfortably, right?
Not comfortably.
Okay, you both think they're going to win, so you both think it's going to be a 12 point gap when it starts. So I suppose my question's changed. How do you think City will do going into this game if now they are 12 points behind? Because I don't see it that way, and if they do take to the field at Stamford Bridge, I think that totally changes their mindset going into this game. I really do. I think it's such a big ask to come away from the bridge with 3 points. I know Chelsea haven't been great of late, but still, it just makes the game that much bigger if that's the case, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a big game either way. If Arsenal win, they've got no margin for error. If Arsenal drop points, then they're going to see this as a chance to cut that gap. Do you know the last time Chelsea beat Manchester City in any competition?
2017.
What at the bridge?
No, anywhere.
2017.
2013.
It was the Champions League final. That was the last time Chelsea beat
close to
Manchester.
that.
So, history is against them. And do you know what? I keep coming back to it. They've self-sabotaged themselves by spending Enzo Fernandez. He is a player they need in this game, and I think it's ridiculous that they're not going to call upon him.
Cookie, listen, thanks for coming on. I was going to ask if you're going out tonight, but bearing in mind you didn't get into R5 this morning, are you, or are you a bit tired?
I'm going to sit on the sofa and watch the Masters and absolutely chill.
Oh, not watching West Ham Wolves then, no? No, didn't think no.
I'm an Augusta man.
I've said that so many times about you.
talkSPORT's football correspondent isn't watching the football.
Are you not watching a potentially huge game of football?
I'll have it on my phone.
What is this? talkSPORT. This is football correspondent.
Was. Crookie, always a pleasure and an honour. Thanks for coming on, man. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the golf.
Cheers, boys. Enjoy.
Thanks, man. There you go, the wonderful Alex Cook, who was talkSPORT's chief. Now he's our golf correspondent, apparently. When we come back, we'll have some fun with the best bits of talkSPORT.
I mean, who's left there now? Only Alisson, Van Dijk. I think that's probably it, isn't it?
Just on Andy Robertson, do you think he'll stay in the Premier League?
I think he can.
Yeah.
I think he can. I think they're.
I'd have him at Tottenham. I wish we got him.
Well, you were linked with him in January, weren't you?
Yeah.
You know, and the right was. It's not the biggest surprise in the world, is it? That he's leaving.
No, it's not a surprise.
What
but
happened in January?
It made us, think about left backs, right?
Yeah.
You think about the great left backs of the Premier League, and where does he rank?
So when I was outside with Ryan, the producer, and then Ryan said there was a period where he was the best left back in the world, and I went, "What? What you on about? Best left back in the world?" And he said he's best in the top 3 of the Premier League. And I'm like, I'm not sure he is. And then you look at the names that you think, you know what? Actually, maybe he is in this conversation.
I think he is. Look, Ashley Cole, for me, obviously, yes, he's the greatest.
He's out on his own.
He's out on his own. And then after that, you look at the other left-backs. They're at Patrice Evra.
In terms of numbers, let me just tell you now, Andy Robertson's Premier League appearances, 373. 13 goals, 69 assists. Now, that is insane for a fullback. Trent's numbers aren't dissimilar from what I can gather.
Yeah.
I haven't got them, but just looking at left-backs here. He outstrips, John Arisa has 30, but he is, the closest to him is Ashley Cole on 31. That's the closest. He's got 69.
Yeah. I think he's in the top 3 greatest Premier League left-backs.
Well, yeah, go on. Who's the other one then?
Patrice Evra and Ashley Cole.
I mean, maybe I'm old school, but for me, I'm putting Stuart Pearce in there.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We've been taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How do you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Chaz and Dave. Mother phoned up last night. She was going spare. It's Driver talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, alongside Still Can't be asking if Bernardo Silva is a Premier League great. Talking to great, it's time for this. You know the rules. Best of talkSPORT. We kick things off with a bit of Posh Sports and our correspondent Rupert Bell, who has put something giant in his mouth mid-interview. Don't know what that means.
It was jumpable before. Sorry, I've got a mouthful of giant straw.
What a terrible time to decide to eat a giant strawberry
well,
in the middle of the preview.
And in the middle of
April as well. Something wrong with you.
Well, I thought you were going to go to, alternately, so I got it wrong. You see, you put me out of my stride there, Lee, just like me walking around the chair last night. But anyway, it is a little different. Sorry, I've got a mouthful of giant straw.
Do you want a handsome, is it?
Yeah, Lizzie, over to you.
What's the worst thing to have in your mouth when you're talking?
I don't like crisps because it's spraying everywhere.
Okay. What do you think the biggest thing you could get in your mouth would be?
I don't see that question on.
No, I'm ad-libbing. That's what I'm paid to do.
No, you're not paid to read the question.
I can do what I want.
An apple.
That's it? Banana? Get one of them in? What? What about a big bit of like watermelon or melon?
Yeah.
Do that?
Yeah.
Just think what I could get in.
Okay, could you ask questions?
How big's the Subway sandwich? Is it 12 inches? Could you get one of them in?
No.
What's the most unprofessional thing you've seen in the studio?
You.
Yeah, good answer. Rupert Bell is actually part of the royal family. Name 5 other royals.
Do you know what, I better not.
He's not technically a royal anymore.
Okay, William.
William what? You got to give me the surname.
No, it's William.
What's the surname? What is his surname?
Harry. Is Harry still Harry, right? Still part of it?
Yeah, what's his surname?
Charles.
Yeah. What is their surname?
Fergie. Is it Fergie one? Fergie?
From Black Eyed Peas?
No, Fergie, is it?
I wouldn't go down that road. Yeah.
You know, who answered this question?
Oh, go on, you got 2 more. Joe Royal you could go for. What's their surname? What are the royal surnames? Do you know?
No.
Do you have no idea what it is?
No.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Windsor.
Okay, nice.
Or if you're going to get technical, Regina. There you go. Google it.
It's called Charles. It's called Charles.
But that's his actual official name. They changed it to Windsor.
Okay, nice.
A reminder that talkSPORT have live commentary of the We haven't talked about the Grand National tomorrow afternoon. How great is that Grand National on talkSPORT? Brilliant.
Speaking with our Posh sports correspondent Rupert Bell, he joined the breakfast show this morning, and Alan Brazil had something to say about his tips for the Masters.
I shall be having a word. My lawyers will be in touch. But anyway...
well, you did say also, Rupert, I hate to remind you, but as you're in a bullish mood, you did say don't touch Rory with a barge pole.
Yeah, I did say that too. What an absolute plonker. But never mind.
He's only favouring there, Rupert.
He's only... Well, but the other one I also said I didn't think would go well was Scotty Scheffler, and he's played ominously well.
What's the worst piece of advice you've ever been given?
You don't want Darren Bent as a co-host. He's useless. His football knowledge is terrible. He's got no sense of humour, and his dress sense is appalling.
Exactly. Worst taste.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but people kept telling me that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm lucky I didn't.
I didn't talk about fashion. Just the way that you used to dress.
That's what I'm saying. It was bad. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was bad. That was the worst piece someone gave me.
Who's the poshest person you know?
Well, now, of course, I'm friends with Sir David, probably his wife, Victoria. She's posh.
Honestly, you such an idiot.
Well, we're friends now.
Have you ever received a tip?
What, for like holding the door open?
No.
When I was 10 or 11, I went to Walthamstow Dogs with my dad, and about 30 seconds, no, maybe a minute before the race, I swear to God this is true, this geezer come up to me and looked above me, there was a window, and said to whoever was sitting in there, number 6. And I said to my dad, that geezer's that looks like he knows. My dad ran down and put like 20 quid on, I think he come last. That was quite a bad tip.
On top of all the live football coverage this weekend, we're bringing you a regular update from Augusta. And for more golfing content, head to talksport.com.
Let's finish. Last night at Sports Bar, Har and Cundy were joined by journalist Simon Johnson for an update on Katie Price's Chelsea takeover.
Chelsea can't, like the new owners, when they took over in 2022, there was a 10-year clause preventing them from selling a controlling stake. So any rumours to the contrary should be given pretty short shrift.
Price and Barley, running the club, mate, it's good.
Jamie,
solid pair, that is.
There's enough headlines around Chelsea as it is.
Solid.
Don't need that. Play 2 up top.
What's the first thing you think of when you hear the names Katie Price?
Peter Andre.
Okay, fine. You can hear more from Cundy by downloading 21 minutes to go wherever you get your podcast. A new one drops every Monday and Thursday. And if you download yesterday's, you get a free picture
Why
of Katie
keep
Price.
begging for it?
That's not a beg.
Is it true? Is it factual? Is it?
No, I've got my fingers crossed.
Yeah, there you go.
You can find all our shows on talkSPORT. We can swipe between talkSPORT, talkSPORT 2 and all of our other sister stations. So you get 21 minutes to go. We're going in a minute, but we'll be back in about 21 seconds.
Morgan Rogers does seem to be doing it week in, week out, largely. 24 goals and 23 assists to his name since the start of last season. And he is expected to be at the centre of a £80 million transfer tug-of-war this summer. Why has this chatter started now? And
Just 80?
I
think they want a bit more than that. I was doing some inquiries this morning to see if he's got a release clause in his contract. Doesn't sound like he does. And I think Aston Villa are within their rights to ask for Jack Grealish type money for Morgan Rogers. And I think somebody will pay it. I think he is capable of going on to one of the top clubs in the country. But as Gabs has said, ideally Villa will want to keep him, but we know they're under financial pressure. More to do, I think, with the UEFA financial regulations than the Premier League ones, but it may be that they have to cash in, particularly if they don't make the
I think upset the manager.
June the 30th as well.
It would upset the manager because he's like his son. He's his favourite player. He plays every game. He's the last one to come off. He loves Morgan Rogers. He brought him for £12 million from Middlesbrough, took a gamble on him,
And I agree, £100 million.
It's now frustrating, isn't it? Because if you sell Morgan Rogers, you're sort of almost admitting that you're never really going to bridge that gap.
Financial fair play rules. I'll tell you something now, 100%. These owners want to win it all.
Yeah.
They've said that. The manager says he wants to dream. That's what I'm saying. He'll be so frustrated if he has to sell Rodgers because of financial fair play. If these rules were fair and you didn't have to sell a player to sort out the debt that you might have.
Aguero, Solskjaer, Deeney, Watkins. Sure, you know all about those last-minute goals, but have you heard the one about the on-loan goalkeeper who saved his temporary employers from disappearing out the Football League and into almost certain financial oblivion? Back in 1999, Carlisle United, managed by Nigel Pearson, were fighting to stay in the Football League. Carlisle's finances were precarious with a capital P that season, leading to a scenario where, with 3 games to go, they had to ask the FA to sanction an emergency loan deal to bring in a goalkeeper. Swindon Town's Jimmy Glass arrived at the club. His efforts in his first 2 games earned the Cumbrians 2 draws. Those vital points meant that Carlisle went into their final game of the Division 3 season, now League 2, needing to beat mid-table Plymouth Argyle in front of their own fans and hope their relegation rival Scarborough didn't win against Peterborough at home. The game at the McCain Stadium finished 1-1, and with the same scoreline at Brunton Park deep into injury time, Scarborough's fans invaded the pitch en masse, believing their Football League status was secure, convinced they'd done enough to stay up. However, there'd be one more plot twist. Carlisle won a corner in the dying seconds, and up came Jimmy Glass. In one of those you couldn't make it up moments, Glass scored from a rebounded header and was promptly swamped by teammates and thousands of fans who quite simply couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. As for Jimmy Glass, he became an overnight celebrity, but he never played for Carlisle again, and his playing career never really kicked on after that defining moment. He took on various jobs outside of football before finding his way back into the sport as player liaison officer at Eddie Howe's Bournemouth, and most recently the general manager at non-league Wimborne. Not the fairy tale ending to one of the most Hollywood moments in football, but the name Jimmy Glass will live on forever as the scorer of that goal, arguably the most important in any club's history.
Well, Matt, to the last hour, the last drive time show of the week. It's me, Andy Goldstein, and the hard nut, Darren Bent.
Yeah, against karate.
That's a fella, yeah. Still to come, we're looking ahead to Tyson Fury's return to the ring tomorrow night. What a wonderful weekend of sport. First, though, the Premier League is back this weekend. And, of course, the talkSPORT network, we've got you covered.
Premier League is back, and there is no better place to be than talkSPORT. It's down by Socek, poked in by Bowen. It's 1-0 West Ham United.
We play at home, which is a big advantage for us. We know that the fans are going to be there, and we know we have a mission in our hands to fulfill.
João Gomes across. It'll come here to Rodrigo Gomes. That will do it. Finally, it's Wolves' night.
Nice to have a little bit of time off, some good training and a bit of reviewing, and looking forward to what's coming next.
Left-hand side of the box, left-footed effort, screaming goal from Noni Madueke, who's curved it into the top right-hand corner.
From my side, a big reminder of what we are as a team and the things that have brought us where we are. and take it, live the present, do your best, and let's see what happens.
The goalkeeper stands strong, goes the wrong way, Krupi slams it into the net. What drama from the best league in the world.
It is indeed, and after an international break and a weekend of FA Cup action, the Premier League returns across the talkSPORT network this weekend, and you don't have to wait long. It all starts when West Ham, they can climb out the relegation zone with a win at home to Wolves. That one, of course, is 8 p.m. tonight. Then tomorrow at 12:30, Arsenal, they host Bournemouth as they aim to move 12 points clear at the top of the Premier League. Easiest way to stay across everything is simply by downloading the free-to-download talkSPORT app. Now, Man City, they'll be keeping an eye on that game tomorrow lunchtime in the hope that Arsenal will drop points. They go to Chelsea. That one's at 4:30 on Sunday. Their boss, Pep Guardiola, has been speaking to the media ahead of the game. He discussed midfielder Bernardo Silva after it was revealed he's going to leave the club on a freebie at the end of the season.
You know, he's not the tallest one. He's not the most dressed one. The dressed one is not, I don't know, make 50 goals a season. They'll make it 50 assists a season. You know, it's this type of players that everyone spotlights and everybody talk about. But always that's what I think, my point of view. From 9 years, I know him quite well, what the team requires. And for the managers, so it's me but I've been with another managers, and all the managers would say, I'm pretty sure that the same I'm saying. How much, the manager can love him because always he's thinking, it's incredibly competitive, have a fire inside, always.
Wonderful player, Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
Really, really great player. How important are players like Bernardo in a top title-winning side? Yeah, huge. And Pep always seems to have them in his team. Those players that just... He's one of them players you can just trust him. He'll play anywhere on the right-hand side and one of the three in the midfield. Lovely technique. Can get himself out of tight situations where you think, you've got him pinned him, and he'll manoeuvre the ball, move his body, and he's out of it, can see a pass. Maybe if you are picking, I'm not even so much a fault with him because I don't think there's really any faults with him. You probably look at his goal return and you probably go, through his ability, he probably could get more, but mate, he has been top for Manchester City. Yeah. What makes an all-time great Premier League player? And is Bernardo Silva one of them? I'd say so. Yeah, he has to be because he's won 6 Premier League titles. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's won 6. Is it 6? Yeah, he is. Yeah, 6 Premier League titles, couple of FA Cups in there, Champions League, right? He wasn't like a bit part player in these teams, man. He's like one of the main guys in the team. Wherever you've asked him to play, he's playing. I think at the peak of his powers, he could pretty much get into any team in the Premier League and any team, Arsenal's, because there's just not players like him about. We were talking about him in our meeting today. You weren't in that meeting, and I'm pleased because you haven't heard the answer to this question. Who's better, him or David Silva? David Silva. But, and you answered it really quickly. Yeah. And I said that in the meeting, and then there was a few ums and ahs, like, I don't think and then Joe, our producer, went, I don't think all Man City fans will agree with you. Oh, no, David Silva. I almost feel like David Silva was the one before this type of footballer came. Because the argument for such a long time was, who's better? Not even a long time, but is it David Silva or is it Kevin De Bruyne? What, as to the Man City great? Yeah. Right. Yeah, I agree with that. And then Bernardo Silva. But I think De Bruyne's top of those three. So you're saying Kevin De Bruyne is Man City's greatest ever player? Not greatest ever. Oh, but greatest in this era, in this term of this wave of success they've had under Pep. But even before Pep. Because remember, you got to think David Silva was in. Why can't I say greatest ever? Who's better than him in a Man City shirt? I mean, it's tough, right? You got people like Sergio Aguero, who's there. Yeah. Is there all-time record goal scorer, right? Aguero. Yeah. Obviously, you got to go back to way before. Summerby. Yeah, those boys. Yeah. Vincent Kompany. Yeah, they've had a lot actually under Pep. Do you know what I mean? They've had, no, but these are before Pep. Well, Kompany wasn't. Oh, he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah. So was the Silva. So was David Silva before Pep. Was he really? Yeah, Yaya before Pep. Yeah, I know Yaya was. Yeah. So, but no, he's an all-time great for me, Bernardo Silva, just because of the quality that he's got. What makes an all-time great though, D? Consistency. Yeah. You've either got to have consistent levels for a sustained amount of time, or if you're here for say 4 years, you've got to be doing crazy, sensational bits. Like Suarez was only here for like 4 years. Yeah. But he was like. Dimitri Payet, you're not putting in. I don't know why his name jumped in, but Dimitri Payet. Nah, but he was class. Yeah. He weren't like these boys. Di Canio? See, I'm not really. Like, I know West Ham fans love him, but like if I'm picking Premier League greats, say 20, Di Canio for me is not in that. Son would be right. Spurs.
For Spurs, yeah, but even in that
Premier League greats one.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, I think you have to. He was
Okay.
brilliant for Spurs, him.
Yeah, but he was brilliant for Spurs. Is this going to be wrong when I say, but only because Harry Kane was alongside him or not?
No.
He would have been that great without Harry Kane.
I think so. Morris, he looked like, I know the last maybe couple of years he weren't at his best, but
Yeah.
before that, he was on.
So what makes a great? Consistency, you said?
Yeah, consistency at a high level for a long time.
Just trophies. Have you got to win trophies? Because
Well, no, because Harry Kane's a great.
Yeah, okay,
He hasn't won
fine.
anything.
So you don't need to win trophies?
No. Obviously, it helps your argument. If you're having an argument with someone and someone has won and someone hasn't,
Yeah.
you can just go, well, he won.
Okay. Kyle Walker, without a doubt.
Yeah, without a doubt. Even Bale, Premier League great.
Okay. What about someone like Dele Alli, who, when he was great,
No,
was...
not Premier League great.
No.
Was very good for a sustained amount of time.
Yeah.
I think he won Young PFA Player of the Year. We talk about someone like Bale, who won 2 PFA Player of the Years at one point, and that's why he went for a world record fee.
Yeah. Can you have a whole team of great Premier League players? So for argument's sake, Man United team, if you went through them, Schmeichel, Premier League great.
Nah, I think
Was Gary Neville Premier League great?
Yeah.
He was?
Yeah,
Was
100%.
Philip Neville?
No.
Okay.
No. Would you say Philip Neville's great?
No.
I think it's very rare to go through every single team that have won the league and go, they're Premier League great, because I think if you
Was Evra?
Yeah, you had him laugh.
Now the back five are Man United.
Well, what team you going for?
Well, let's go Evra, Neville,
Who's your
Rio,
goalkeeper?
and Vidic. I'll put Van der Sar in
Yeah,
there.
okay, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and then you can go, if you're going to go the three up
Do you know what? You're probably right, actually. Every single one of that team is a good man. Yeah, that 08 team.
Tevez, Rooney and Ronaldo.
Yeah. Carrick, Scholes.
Yeah, and whoever played in that role.
Yeah. Oh, was Anderson in that team? Because he's not a Premier League great.
No, he's
good
not
player,
Premier
though.
League great, Yeah. Okay. How much of a miss do you think he's going to be, Bernardo Silva?
Yeah.
Can you replace a player like that? I mean, you can, right? But it's so difficult.
You can, but it's hard in terms of the profile of that particular player, because he could play so many positions at 8, 9 out of 10 that I think you can find someone who's like a number 10, who's a 9 out of 10, or a right winger who's a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
But to get someone like Bernardo Silva who could do both, wherever you ask him to play, he'll just do the job for you, not a problem. And for Pep as well, he must be a dream, because trust's a big thing in football, right? Like certain games you go, I can't really trust him today because defensively he might, he might not do his defensive responsibilities. He might let the team down. Bernardo Silva's one of them where Pep probably puts him in the team and goes, I ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah, I agree.
He's a little bit like Salah until this season.
Yeah.
Where when you're looking at recruitment and bringing players in for Liverpool, you're almost going, we need a centre forward and we need a left winger. We ain't got to worry about the right. Salah's got that.
He's covered.
Yeah, but Bernardo Silva's one of those players. You put him in the team sheet and he's like, he'll be fine.
Yeah. That's one less name to worry about.
Yeah.
Here's a great question for you. And I'm loading this question up. Mohamed Salah, Premier League great.
Yeah.
Virgil van Dijk, Premier League great.
Yep.
Alisson, Premier League great.
Yeah.
Okay. I've named 3 current Liverpool players.
Yeah.
Who is a current Arsenal player that's a Premier League great?
No one yet.
Arsenal don't have in their team a Premier League great.
Not yet, no. Because we haven't won anything.
Is Bruno Fernandes a Premier League great?
Oh, that's a great question, that. Right. Do you know why? The reason I would probably say, like, I think Arsenal have got players, right, who can be, right? But the reason why I'd say Bruno Fernandes is because he's putting up some mad numbers, man. Like, he's putting up some crazy numbers that we ain't seen before.
Yeah.
So he probably is, yeah.
Okay. If Chelsea got a Premier League great?
Do you know what? Right. I think they have.
In?
Reece James.
Yes, I agree with you.
I think they have.
Okay.
It's such a hard question. Someone's putting Vardy, obviously.
No, but what I'm getting at is Chelsea got Premier League great currently.
Yeah.
Man United have. Liverpool have. Man City have.
Yeah.
Arsenal don't have.
Premier League great.
I think they do.
They've got some. I mean,
they've got some players that will go on.
Yeah, like
you would imagine.
Saka's
Declan Rice. Yeah.
Declan Rice. See, they would have to Saliba, Gabriel, top draw.
But not yet in that bracket.
Not yet.
Okay. I think that's interesting, isn't it?
Like I think you would have had to have done something, because I said about winning and not winning because Kane used this example, right? You'd either have to be what Kane's done, which is like breaking records left, right, and centre, or you've nicked a couple of trophies and played vital parts. Like if Arsenal win the league this year and the Champions League, then like
a lot of them.
Yeah, then you go, oh, hold on, he won the double, and he weren't just a fringe player; he was playing.
Yeah.
But you look at Bruno Fernandes' numbers.
You have to.
I look at it and go, that don't make sense to
is
me.
Casemiro a Premier League great?
No.
He's not.
Do you know what's mad about you get scenarios like this, right? Where I wouldn't say he's a Premier League great, but he's a world great.
Okay.
Because he was
in his career.
Yeah, he's
But he came to the Premier League at the end of his career.
I'll give you another example. Modric. Premier League great? Probably not. Good, very good player. Real Madrid though, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a few questions I want to ask. The main one being to Man City fans. I have David Silva over Bernardo Silva every day of the week, and so do you.
Yeah, I would have David Silva.
Producer Joe doesn't think it's as simple as that.
Maybe.
So if you're a Man City fan and you think Bernardo's better than David, I'd like to hear from you. 03717223334. And also Premier League greats at your club, either currently or that have been there in the past, that maybe have gone under the radar a bit.
Yeah. I'm racking my brain now. Arsenal thinking,
you ain't got one. Who's six? Who's fifth at the moment? Chelsea. You've done them. Who's six? Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean they've got.
All right.
Let's go Premier League table.
Have you got it?
Yeah. Right,
we've got time.
So we've got Arsenal, City, United, Villa.
Villa ain't got Premier League great, have they?
No, not Premier League great.
Martinez.
Oh, you put Martinez in there?
I'm asking you.
I mean, World Cup winner,
World Cup fella, and he's won the
Yashin twice.
Yeah. You put him in there, Premier League great.
We'll go back to that.
Okay. Why don't we carry this on afterwards?
All right.
Have a look. You have a look, and more importantly, you phone up 03717223334. I really want to hear from Man City fans. Bernardo or David? Off you go.
How does he go about saving Spurs? Because we were talking about this on the Premier League All Access podcast. He's a pure football man. He wants to play a certain way, but the time it takes to get that injected into the players' veins is not long enough for the time that he's had in terms of being on the training ground. So does he have to be a little bit more simple in his approach? Does he have to work with the resources he's got?
Yeah.
And what are those?
What has he had? He's probably had nearly 10 days maybe before the game kicks off. You can't have that hard approach, I don't think, at this stage. That's got to be something in the summer, and you work out who's with you, who's not. At the moment, he's got to work out what formation he's going to play, who's going to be his best players. And you look at the midfielders available, bring them down, Sam, like Bergvall, Gallagher, Paulinho, Sarr, Gray. Out of those centre midfielders, who do you choose out of them?
Well, it's great to have Bergvall back for a start, and it's great to have a choice, because one of the problems they've had over the season is they haven't been able to have a choice because there's been so many injuries.
But even going forward, Tell, Simmons.
Kudos has picked up a setback, hasn't he?
Exactly. Mwani, Solanke, Richarlison. He's got to work out which of these players is going to get the goals that they need. Van der Ven, second top goal scorer. Richarlison's got 9. Then Van der Ven and Romero have got 4. And then I think Tell's got 3. It's not good enough. It's really not good enough. Someone's got to step up in that team.
It's been an act of self-harm, hasn't it, over the course of the season from Tottenham Hotspur, going back to not getting the recruitment right in the summer, appointing the wrong managers at the wrong time, and ranking bottom for errors leading to goals in the Premier League this season.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We've been taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Everyone loves autumn time, don't they? Great tune. Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Still to come. Can't wait for this. We're looking at Tyson Fury's return to the ring tomorrow night. Spencer Oliver joins us a bit later on. Just quickly, Arnie Slot has insisted that he feels the complete support of Liverpool's board and fans, would you believe?
Love that.
What? Love what?
Arnie saying that, innit?
Arnie. Day 2 of the Masters is underway. Still no Rory. Still a bit of time before he takes to the green. But I'm looking, he's still leading, actually, at 5 under. Let's get more. Gabby is watching for talkSPORT. Gabster?
Yes, I mean, still leading McIlroy and Burns, and there was a quick change because what was a two-way tie at the top became a three-way tie at the top. Justin Rose joined them as well, but unfortunately just dropped one on 12 on the dreaded Amen corner too. But we've got to talk about fellow Englishman as well, Tyrrell Hatton. He's right there too, bogey-free, flying at 5 under par for today. He's safely through Amen corner as well, and just 2 off the lead alongside his friend Shane Lowry, who's also just birdied the first. So it seems to be birdies galore at the minute. And we've also got to talk about US Open champion, former US Open champion in Wyndham Clark. He's already in the clubhouse after a superb second round of 68. But as we mentioned, it's still a tie at the top between Sam Burns and also Rory McIlroy. Rory McIlroy due to head out to the first tee in about 20 minutes' time.
Gabs, just quickly.
Yeah.
Hope you don't mind me calling
no
you
worries.
Gabs.
No, I like Gabs.
Rory was my favourite before things started. I don't think too many players have won the Masters twice on the outs. I know Tiger did it. I think Jack Nicklaus might be the only other one. How was he looking to you yesterday? He didn't get off to the greatest start, but he finished so strong.
Yeah, he did. And do you know what? As you mentioned, it was a rather slow patient front 9, and then as he got into the back 9 from 8 onwards, and then things started to pick up. His irons was exceptional from that point as well. The driver wasn't really working for him as much, wasn't hitting it too straight for the front 9. I mean, the thing is, a lot of people have spoken about it's going to be tough out here. The conditions, it's very firm, very fast. We're not seeing rain for the first time in quite a few years. But with Rory, in a few interviews, as obviously mentioned, he's already picked up the green jacket, so he does seem a little bit more relaxed out there, doesn't he? So it's given him a fair chance, and if he carries on like he did yesterday, then he does definitely stand a chance, doesn't he?
I've just seen Justin Rose drop the shot. He got a bogey on the par 3.
No, he was doing so well. 3 straight birdies, and then unfortunately he's just dropped one.
Yeah, I'll take that, though, every day.
Yeah.
Gabs, always a pleasure. If we don't speak to you between now and the end of the show, have a great weekend. Keep up the great work.
Thank you so much, you two, and I'll wait to say if I need half an hour in a minute.
Oh, yeah, let us know if you need a toilet break, all right?
Thank you so much.
Cheers, Gab.
The Masters on talkSPORT with Arnold Clark. Get an extra £500 when you part exchange your car.
Now, before we go to the phone lines, a reminder, don't forget you can enjoy complete coverage of the Randox Grand National Festival from Aintree on Racing TV, the only channel showing every single race live. Don't miss a second of the action at Aintree and join Racing TV with a 60% saving now. Head to racingtv.com/talksport. A hurry, though, as the offer ends on Sunday. To celebrate Racing TV, they are giving away 4 tickets to the Bet365 Jump finale at Sandown Park and a 1-year subscription to the channel. Go to talksport.com/win to enter. 18 plus T's and C's apply. Right, we're taking your calls. Is it Bernardo or David? 03717223344. Who gets silver? Who gets bronze? Andy's a Man City fan. Hi, Andy.
How are we doing, chaps?
We're great. How are you today? Happy Friday. You good? You well?
Likewise, yeah, indeed. Looking forward to the weekend.
What are you
Going
up to?
down Stamford Bridge on Sunday.
Are you going to the bridge here?
Yeah. And I'm going to catch something, some non-league tomorrow with my lad.
Who's
so,
that?
Yeah, all good.
What non-league?
So, not because we're fans, but because I've been badgered into going, but it's a local side called Ramsbottom.
Okay.
In the Bury area.
Okay. How much do they charge for a ticket?
£9.
That's great, isn't it? That's exactly what you should be. Get as many people in as you
Exactly
can. Right, what would you like to say?
So, David is, without question, the more talented of the 2 players.
There's a butt coming.
But, yeah, there's definitely a butt coming. But if you ask me, I would sooner have Bernardo in the side. And it's purely because I think you get... If it was a game where you're going to be under the pump, I'd sooner have Bernardo in there because he's got a load of talent, but he runs around, he puts a foot in, he'll save one off the line. He just gives it everything. So I think, given that there's not a huge amount of a gulf in the talent of the 2 players, I think for me, just because of how consistent he's been, I'd set Bernardo.
Okay. Can I ask, before I let you go, do you think you're alone in that, or do you think the majority of Man City fans would agree with you?
The majority will say David without question, and I wouldn't blame him for I can certainly see where they would, but I'm just looking from the perspective of, if it's David, you're winning 6-0 or you're playing a game where you're going to canter, then he's going to be far easier on the eye.
Yeah.
But I just think in a game where you're under the pump, I'd sooner take Bernardo.
Okay, good call. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the non-league football.
You're talking about a 10 and a 9.9, didn't you?
Yeah, it literally is a flip of a coin. Jordan's a Man City fan. Hi, Jordan.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are we?
We're great, man. Did you hear your fellow Man City fans' view on that?
I did, yeah. I do have to disagree.
Okay.
David Silva is one of the best players I've ever watched. I've been knowing City for 35 years, and since Gio Kinkladze, I've not seen a player control a game like David Silva. Now, the previous caller talking about defensive, David Silva did it, but because he was so difficult to get the ball off him, it was very rare that he had to do defensive work because we were always in possession of the ball. But for a player just overall, and David Silva was absolutely phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, I love Bernardo, and City did the right thing buying him because he was a direct replacement for David Silva. Like they bought Cherky as a direct replacement for Bernardo. So I love Bernardo, but for me, David Silva is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Jordan, quickly, for me, start, bench, sell. Bernardo, David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh. I'd sell Bernardo, bench KDB, and play David Silva.
Lovely. Wow. Went hard, was it for him, Jordan?
I changed Bernardo to Aguero.
Oh. Sell KDB, bench Aguero, keep David Silva.
Right, get rid of Kevin De Bruyne and put Company in there.
Sell Company, Aguero, Merlin.
I think we've established David Silva is the one.
Would it change if I stuck Yaya in there?
No.
Okay.
The only player that would ever replace him, in my eyes, would be Colin Bell.
Okay, I'll chuck Colin Bell in there now.
So it would be sell, say Yaya, bench David, play Colin.
Okay. Nice. Great call. Have a great weekend, pal.
And you, all the best,
Thanks, man. Thanks. Colin Bell before my time.
Wow.
But, obviously I know he's an absolute superstar.
One for you. Man United, start, bench, sell.
Yeah.
Bruno.
Hold on. Yeah, Bruno.
Scholes.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Brian Robson.
I'm so glad he didn't put Bex in there. Robbo. Start, bench, sell. What was the first one? Bruno.
Yeah.
I'm selling Bruno. I'm benching Scholes. I'm starting Robbo.
Wow.
Cut de Marvel, mate. I'm like one of the greatest ever.
Selling Bruno?
Yeah.
It's easy as that. Fair enough.
I'll get 80 million for him. And I'll buy a new pair of trainers. Still to come, we're looking ahead to Tyson Fury's return and a great undercard as well. That's tomorrow night. Spencer joins us in just a moment. Time for a bit of no Googling. Now, if you got the first one at R4 and the second one at R5, you've got a chance of making hat-trick history. And if you do, hand on heart, if you get all three, let Benty know. Text him in, and then we'll read out your name. Here it is for the hat-trick. Which player holds the record for conceding the most penalties in a single Premier League season? Which player holds the record for conceding the most penalties in a
Can't be many. 3 or 4?
It was 5.
Wow.
Okay. If you've got a chance at hat-trick and you get it right, you can't send in yet because you don't know you got it right. Let me know. When we come back, we've got lots. Spencer Oliver joins us ahead of a big night of boxing tomorrow. And, of course, we've got the end of show quiz and team news as well ahead of a big night of football.
managers can be petulant, players can be petulant, just like owners can be.
De Zerbi was. I mean, you know, you can say De Zerbi, and he's walked into the Tottenham job. You know, like.
Would you take him at Chelsea?
Right here, right now.
Why are you hesitating?
Well, because that's just it's a rhetorical question.
I know, but
would you take him at Spurs?
Yeah, I would have, but we got De Zerbi.
I know, but you're facing relegation.
You got Rossini as the manager.
That's not the question.
Okay, what's the question? Is would you take him at Chelsea?
No.
Why?
Well, that have to give you a reason, right? No.
What do you mean? I want a reason.
Because he's petulant.
No, that's not a reason.
Well, it is.
You've had loads of petulant managers.
I know, but
you've had hundreds of them.
They get sacked.
Okay, but that's absolute garbage. Don't tell me you wouldn't take Glasner over Rossini.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, mate.
No.
What are you on about?
You're throwing your pen down.
What are you on about?
You're like a petulant
No,
child.
I know, but you're just an idiot. Like, I know you've got like a little Chelsea gig. I know you've got your little Chelsea gig going on over there.
I don't get me own way.
No,
so I'm throwing my pen down. How childish are you?
No, that is absolute guff.
Throw that.
No, it's absolute guff. Right. You're talking absolute garbage. Don't talk garbage. Glasner is a million times better manager than Insigne. Okay. Don't sit here and say you wouldn't have him at Chelsea.
No, not having at Chelsea.
Oh,
he's too petulant.
Oh,
no, you wouldn't. Can you imagine him? Can you imagine him with the owners? He's just fallen out with Steve Parish. What's going to go on with Todd Bowley? Him and Todd Bowley.
You're an absolute nugget.
No, well,
if
you don't like the question, don't ask.
Stupid pills.
Don't ask the. If you don't like the answer, don't ask the question.
Boxing. It's a sport that makes multi-millionaires out of the world's best fighters, but it's not as flush with cash as you'd think. We all see how much the likes of Tyson Fury or Canelo Alvarez make every fight, but that's not the case for those just starting out, or those who aren't even at that level. For example, if you've just turned pro and don't have a promoter, you have to sell your own tickets, cover the cost of the venue yourself, and pay the taxman at the end of it. You might not even break even, but if you do, you're looking at 5 to 10 grand max. A mid-tier fighter might make more like 10 to 50 grand, but you still have to give up half of that in costs. So unless you're fighting for a world title, it's tough to make money. One potential way of doing it, though, is being a journeyman. Here's former European champion talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver explaining how that could work.
They want to fight every week, and they can be going in against the prospects, so they can demand good money, and they might be demanding like 5 grand, 10 grand for a 6-rounder or something because they're going in with a prospect. He gets through that, the journeyman gets through that fight, and he can fight again next week.
I mean, even so, it's not much, and you're getting punched in the face for a job. It's only really at the top level, i.e. fighting for titles, where you're earning up to 6 figures and can afford a diamond chain or that Ferrari. So boxing isn't a sport that allows you to retire at 40 and live a life of luxury. Much like a lot of other sports and jobs in general, it takes an awful lot of luck quite early in your career to really make it worth your while.
tune that is for a Friday night. Loving it. Now, you might be on for a hat-trick. Let's find out if you got it. Which player holds the record for conceding the most pens in a single Premier League season?
Player.
Play for Arsenal.
Not Keown.
No.
Goodness for that.
Brazilian.
Gilberto. No, weren't Gilberto. Brazilian. Arsenal. Oh my God, you've got me there.
Good at free kicks. Long range passing was great. Defending was a bit.
David Luiz.
Yeah.
He's a good player, you know. No, he wasn't. Mate.
He wasn't a good defender. He was a good player.
Yeah, he was very, very good.
For us at 7, Hugh will be hosted live.
No, I mean, I ain't going for this again. I finished at 7. I told you that 10 times.
Woolscroft, I mean.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Host live coverage of West Ham against Wolves. Meanwhile, on talkSPORT 2, you can hear West Brom against Millwall in the Champ. We'll have team news for those games as soon as they drop, as the kids would say. Right. Tomorrow night, Tyson Fury returns to the ring to face Makhmudov at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The weigh-ins are taking place in Canary Wharf ahead of that fight. Let's cross now live and speak to talkSPORT's host of Fight Night, Gareth A. Davis. G-Dog? Oh, we can't hear you. If you can hear us, there's a problem with the sound. We can't hear you, Gareth. Oh, we can't hear you at all. Oh, now we can.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can. Ryan forgot to fade you up. Apologies.
Yeah, we got 3 sets. That's okay. We got 3 sets to weigh in. That's it now. We're nearly at the end of the weigh-ins. We just had Justice Uni and Fraser Clark. We got TKV and Richard Riakpour, Conor Benn and Regis Prograis and Tyson Fury and Arslan Makhmudov. So we'll probably see most of them weigh in while we're with you right now. It's a great atmosphere in here. It's been a brilliant week. Spencer's gone. I think he's sitting in Conor Benn's dressing room getting his hair dyed blonde at the moment.
I thought it was a doorstop. Right, listen, let's talk about Tyson Fury. We were chatting about it actually in the ad break there. If you look at his last five fights, he won his last 3 against Dillian White, Derek Chisora, Francis Ngannou doesn't count. The 2 biggest before that were Alexander Usyk, and he lost both of them. And he hasn't fought for 4 years. April the 23rd will be 4 years. Am I going mad? Is that right?
No, 16 months.
Oh, yes. Yes, sorry. Usyk twice.
It was
you're right.
December 2024.
That's right. Yeah, and maybe before that. That is a long, long time out the ring, and I think it's maybe too long out the ring for a fighter that's coming back into the ring after those 2 defeats.
Yeah, and at the age of 38 in August, it's a very, very well-made point. That's what we're waiting to find out against a man who's capable of beating him or giving him a very hard time and being a live dog, as we call them, when they come into this kind of fight. Tyson Fury retired, didn't he? He'd had enough of the sport. He went away and he dealt with those 2 losses for the undisputed title against Alexander Usyk. He thought it was all over and he realised that he's addicted to this stuff. He's obsessed with it. He looks really well. He's been great all week. There's no opposition coming back from Arslan Makhmudov. He seems to kind of go to sleep when he's around Tyson and looks at his phone. But he has been grappling bears. I don't know if you've seen that in the build-up, in that Eastern European style. But he is a test for Tyson. But I don't think a good Tyson Fury, who uses that telescopic jab, the 1-2, the footwork, if he does get into a rhythm, I think Makhmudov's in a world of trouble.
Well, Gareth, we haven't seen that Tyson Fury probably since the Wilder fights, and it looks like it's taken it so much out of him. So I'm not even sure that Tyson Fury's still here. But do you think it's almost Tyson Fury trying to prove something to himself? Because he has been great for such a long time, but he hasn't looked that good in a long time. Do you think he's now trying to prove something to himself that he's still at that level?
I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. He didn't look good against Francis Ngannou, didn't train properly, didn't take him seriously. The 2 fights with Alexander Usyk, who I have as the 7th greatest heavyweight of all time, were touch and go, life and death together.
Gareth, they weren't touch and go. They weren't touch and go. Usyk boxed him around the ring. It was so one-sided.
It was a split decision, the first fight, Benty. It was a very close fight. He nearly got knocked out in the 9th round. It was a very close fight, the first fight. Up 7 rounds into that first fight, Fury was up 5-2, beating Usyk up.
No, so I went, especially the rematch. I mean, Fury's lucky he didn't get knocked out. I mean, he was electric shuffling across the ropes.
He no, hang on a minute. In the rematch, I agree with you. It was a close fight, but I think Usyk won 8 rounds to 4. I don't dispute that. But they were both incredible fights. High-level chess game. He did look a little bit slower in that second fight. It looked like his legs were going, I'll admit that to you. But there's a lot left in the tank of Fury, and I think he's been rejuvenated. You may be proved right tomorrow night. You may be proved right at the mighty Spurs, and he may have gone, and he may have gone completely. But I think there's a lot left in the tank yet.
All right, Gav, well, let me ask you then, because do you think he's looked as good in the fights he's had since the Wilder fights?
The Wilder fights took a lot out of him. I mean, if you want to have the argument, come over and sit in the bar with me in Canary Wharf and have a couple of hours on this later on tonight, because that's what everyone's discussing. No, listen, your points are well made, but I just don't agree with you. He had a very bad night against Francis Ngannou when he was dropped in the 3rd round, didn't take him seriously, Battle of the Baddest back in October 2023, and he learnt from that. I thought the 2 fights against Usyk, as I say, were incredible, titanic battles. Where you're right is that the third Wilder fight, Deontay Wilder fight, did take something out of him. The trilogy did take something out of him. There's no question about that. And he's 38. When Ali was 38, he was an old man. When Frazier was 38, he was an old man. He is an old man in boxing terms. This is a young man's sport. He's here for a little bit of legacy and a lot of money at the end of his career, and maybe the Joshua fight if he wins this.
Gareth, does he still have the support of the home fan? Because I'm reading that a lot of tickets were left, that to cut the prices down to a tenner. He has multiple times come out and told fibs to the public. I'll never fight again. Then he makes a comeback. I'll never fight again. Then he makes. I'm not fighting unless it's £500 million. Then he fights again. If I fight at the Wembley Stadium, it'll be for free. I won't charge. Then he fights and charges people. I just feel the public might feel now they're a little bit done with him. Would you agree with that or not?
I don't know if the public's done with him. I mean, you should have seen the reception when he turned up here. There are thousands of fans or hundreds of fans outside. He's still incredibly popular. He's a showman. He's one of the stars of our sport. There's no question about it. Yes, he does vacillate between this and that. He's a converse type character. He is bipolar. He does do kind of controversial things. He says that he's lying to us today, but he was telling us the truth yesterday. I agree with all of that. But that's what makes him such an enigmatic figure. He is a big star in our sport. And he needs to go out there tomorrow and prove that. As he tells us, the Gypsy King is back. It's been a big event all week around the inner circle of this. I look from the outside in and the inside out always. I do agree with you. I think there's been a lack of pop, a lack of explosion about this week's event, and obviously he's been 12 weeks in Thailand training. He hasn't been here selling the fight. Makhmudov doesn't respond to him. They don't hype and promote very well together. We saw the same with Conor Benn yesterday, with Regis Prograis not being able to really respond and critique him and go at each other like Conor Benn and Chris Eubank did. There may be a bit of a waning interest, but if he looks good tomorrow night and he starts to call out Anthony Joshua, there will be huge interest. Is it not a fight you guys would still like to see?
I mean, I would. I mean, there's other big fights, but I would like to see that just because we've been talking about it for such a long time. But let me ask you, Gareth, do you ever see Fury ever becoming world champion or even challenging for a belt again?
I don't think it matters, the world champion. I don't think the belts matter. I don't think the belts matter really for Anthony Joshua, for Tyson Fury, for Deontay Wilder, because they're such big names, and them fighting each other now, if Wilder and Joshua get it on before Fury and Joshua get it on, it's era ending, it's era defining. Fights we wanted to see for a long time, but because of politics and greed and ego, we haven't seen them. It wouldn't surprise me if Fury has got enough left and he deals with Makhmudov in 5-6 rounds tomorrow, chops him down like a tree, and then beats Anthony Joshua. It wouldn't surprise me to see Usyk call him greedy belly a few more times and get him in for a trilogy. That wouldn't surprise me. Yes, Anthony Joshua could win a world title again. Yes, Tyson Fury could win a world title, but it's the It's the championships of each other at this stage that really matter, as well as the money that's on the line with the Saudi Arabians, Riyadh season, and Ring Magazine still around.
Gareth, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming on, man. Enjoy the fight. See you soon.
It's always a pleasure, gents. Nice. Get yourself over here, Benty. We'll have a couple of tequilas and we'll have a bit of a debate about who fights who, where, when and why.
Lovely. Can't wait for that. See you soon.
Yeah, make sure you buy your own drinks. He ain't buying them for you. Cheers, Gareth. There you go, Gareth A. Davis, obviously Tyson Fury's best friend. Lots coming up in the last 15 minutes, including one more Billy in the studio. But more importantly, we'll have team news ahead of a busy night of football.
Eddie Howe deserves to keep his job definitely in the summer, rebuild his squad of players, probably no European football next season, but you have to be honest and say the Premier League season hasn't been good enough at Newcastle standards. That's
but is that because of the fact that they haven't got a deep enough squad?
Of course, they haven't got a deep enough squad, but the players that they've had available, they shouldn't be behind Sunderland in the league.
But aren't we back to the same discussion that we had when we were talking about Aston Villa? And that is that they have owners that are wealthy, probably wealthier than everybody else, but yet they're unable to spend because of the financial restrictions. And as a result, that's keeping them further down the pecking order.
Who do you think?
Because you look at their last few seasons, Champions League, qualification, then out.
Yep.
Great season getting to the winning the cup competition, getting to the Champions League, and then out. So what's next season? Another great season, and then the following season not being able to sustain it?
The problem they've got...
It's up and down, up and down, up and down.
The problem they've got as well is, do they have to sacrifice a player as well? Like Aston Villa have? Is that Tonali? Is that Gamires? Which one is it that they have to sacrifice?
Tonali will go in the summer.
What sort of figures are you thinking for him?
80.
And where will he go?
Manchester.
Which one?
Take your pick.
But the interesting thing there
he'll end up at City or United.
Is that Elliot Anderson is a target, isn't he, for Manchester United? But you're not going to
target for both
of those in, are you?
Well,
one will go one club and the other one will go the other.
Well, I think United want two.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We've been taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Drama talkSPORT, it's me, Andy Goldstein, the dancer, Darren Bent here. Following us at 7, Hugh will be hosting live coverage of West Ham against...
I will not be hosting nothing.
What? I thought you were staying on.
No.
Oh, hold on, what? Oh, is it? Hugh Wozencroft, sorry. Team news for that one is in. The one and only Sam Matterface has all the details. Samuel?
Very good evening to you, gentlemen. Yes, welcome to the London Stadium. Feels like a big night, doesn't it, for West Ham United? Nothing but a win will do. They make 4 changes from the defeat on penalties in this stadium just 5.5 days ago to Leeds United. They've made 4 changes. Manson is back in goal. Kyle Walker-Peters keeps his place at right back. There's no place in the starting 11 for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Daxel Disasi and Kostas Mavropanos are reunited at the heart of the defence, and El Hadj Malik Diouf starts at left back. Souček and Fernandes in the middle of the park, with Bowen joined by Pablo and Crescencio Somerville, who returns to the starting lineup, and Tati Castellanos leads the line this evening. For Wolverhampton Wanderers, who we last saw, it feels like about a month ago, in their comeback draw to Brentford, they've made just the one change, and that change is Mane out and Angel Gomez in. So they start with Sarr in goal, Yerson Mosquera, Santiago Bueno, Ladislav Krejci, who had a very good international break, Chachua, Andre, João Gomez and Hugo Bueno across the middle, with Jean-Rickner Bellegarde and Angel Gomez behind Adam Armstrong in attack. The bench includes these: Areola, Wilson, Adama Traore, Todibo, Magassa, Wan-Bissaka, Ollie Scarles, Freddie Potts and Mamadou Kanté. And for Wolverhampton Wanderers, Bentley, Wolf, Hwang, Arakadare, Lima, Rodrigo Gomez, Toti Gomez, Matthias Mane and Tom Edozie. We're underway at 8 o'clock tonight.
Thank you, Sam. Benty, just quickly, Somerville back is huge.
Massive. Absolutely huge.
Such a big game. He's so important to them.
He's been brought in Bowen as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Somerville, I mean, he's just before he got injury, he was flying.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of
flying.
his. Meanwhile, over on talkSPORT 2, you can hear West Brom against Mill. Adam Bridge has team news ahead of that one. Bridgie?
Yeah, thanks, gents. A game that impacts both ends of the table. West Brom down in 20th, of course. Millwall in 4th. The Baggies unbeaten in their last 6 championship games. That's their best run of the season so far. They could go 7 clear of the bottom 3 with a win tonight, but they've only won 1 of their last 8 here. They make 2 changes from the side, which drew 0-0 against Blackburn. Charlie Taylor and Josh Madger both dropped down to the bench. Alex Mowat and Daryl Dike comes in for only his 4th start of the campaign. As for Millwall, the form's been good. They've won 5 of their last 8 in the Championship. They did lose to Norwich on Easter Monday, of course. That dropped them out of that automatic promotion place. They'll go back there again if they can win their 11th away game of this Championship season. 2 changes for them as well. Cundall drops out, as does Bannon. They both go to the bench. Mihailo Ivanovic and Tierno Belo come into the starting 11. We're also underway at 8 over on talkSPORT 2.
Cheers, Bridgie. Finally, Rory has now got his second round underway. Gabby can tell us more. Hi, Gabs.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. Tell me about Rory. Where are we at?
Well, Rory has taken the sole lead after Sam Burns has just dropped a shot there on 5. So happy days. Rory McIlroy takes the lead. But just listen to this, guys. Just look at the leaderboard itself. McIlroy, as I mentioned at the top, you've got Rose and Hatton just one off the lead. Lowry a further shot back. So that's 4 of Team Europe's finest, all within the top 6. Just how good would it be if it stays that way? You'll definitely be tuning in, won't you?
Gabs, I'll be tuning in anyway, but much appreciated. Have a great weekend. We'll speak to you soon.
Do you want to hear about the cut line quickly?
Oh,
or no
yeah,
time?
quick. Yeah, we've got one more Billy waiting here to do his little bit, so yeah.
Yeah, just quickly. Okay, it will obviously soon be
course.
turning to the cut, which is projected at 4 over par. So players like Bryson and John Rahm will need a massive surge if they want to play weekend golf, of course. Listen to this. Across 9 Masters, John Rahm has never missed the cut, finishing top 10 on 5 occasions, including his title in 2023. So plenty of work for those guys to do. But as I mentioned, Rory now takes the sole lead.
The Masters on talkSPORT with Arnold Clark. Get an extra £500 when you part exchange your car.
Billy not happy? Yeah. Oh, Gabby nattering on, taking it. I mean, I'd rather hear from Gabby than you, the truth be known.
Yeah, no, I love the golf.
How's your day been?
Yeah, great. You?
Oh, no one cares, mate.
What are we doing? Guess the intro?
Yeah, it is a bit of guess the intro.
New top?
Crack straight on.
New top?
Nope.
No, I'm saying you need a new top. What are we doing?
Guess the intro.
Love it.
Finish
Do you want me to take these out?
No.
You didn't believe me last time? I mean, I might lose, but go on.
You wouldn't hit
Did they go on offer?
Yeah, actually.
Friday, isn't it?
It's Friday.
All right.
On offer Friday.
Okay.
That's what
and a point if you only a point if you get both.
Yes.
Okay.
Andy, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Here we go.
Rod Stewart. I don't know what it's called, but it's Do You Think I'm Sexy? It's that one.
That is what it's called. To be fair.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
No,
Why are you looking? You're such a cheat,
I looked
man.
at yours.
Well, Billy's here to do that.
Okay.
1-0. Benny, you ready?
Yeah. That is Sweet Female Attitude, Flowers.
Correct.
I'll bring you
Good
Flowers in the pouring
start.
rain. Good tune.
1-1.
1-1. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah. I have to bring you like I... Fatboy Slim.
That is unbelievable.
Is it Fatboy Slim?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I need the song though.
And Something You. Phase You? No. Phase You. No, it's not that.
I'm going. Let's finish it. Praise You.
Praise You. No, you can't get it. You can't get the point. Praise You.
Let's praise you.
Oh my goodness, well, what a shot.
1-1 still. Benny, you ready?
Yep. That is. Hold on.
I know what that is.
That ain't Flow Rider.
Well, what is the answer? You can't say that ain't.
No, it's not
it's
Flow
also
Rider Low,
not.
is it?
We had that the other day.
Right, what's
Is
your
that-
answer?
Shut up.
You can't say that, Bill. It's not. You didn't say it on Millionaire.
Hey, I'm going Flow Rider Low.
No, it's Stormzy. Big for your boots.
You idiot.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Right,
Hey,
last,
listen, can I have not yapping with my
last two.
You know what I mean?
You can't say it's not.
Round 3?
Yeah, last one.
Here we go.
And I don't know. Halls and Oaks. Is it that?
No, Bill. No, it's wrong.
Hall and Oaks.
No, that's wrong.
Crosby,
Bill.
Stills and
Yeah,
Oaks.
he's wrong. Go on, Bill. Who is it, please, mate?
That was Hall and Oates.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't say Hawks and Cokes. What is that?
That was called You Make My Dreams Come True.
What was the first word?
Hawks and Cokes.
Say something else. Otherwise, it sounds like a good Saturday night.
Benny, I think you can win it here.
What?
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're an idiot, Bill.
I know what that is. I know what that is.
I don't know that.
I know. Do do.
Yeah, that's it.
Actually, I'm gonna go Gorillas.
No. Yo.
Field day.
Right. No.
Yes, it's taking it.
No.
Yes, he's taking it. Yes.
Okay.
No, he didn't.
Taking it to be fair.
Phil, I'll buy you a drink next week in the pub and pizza. Did he win?
I'll buy 2 pieces.
Did he win?
Two.
We'll call it a draw.
Do you want pizza?
No, no,
He's never in the pub. Billy, final answer.
2.
Got to go.
There you go. Yeah. Put it draw.
Go on, DB.
Stay with talkSPORT, especially if you're a West Ham or Wolves fan. Huge night of football is coming up live on talkSPORT. And a great weekend of football as well, all live across the talkSPORT network. Have a great weekend. We'll see you for Monday. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.